Piss off, Shadow.
Good evening, gamers. I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute. Who is this guy? My name is Admiral Kane. Steve is running the camera tonight, but he will not be casting. So the desk is comprised of myself and fellow caster Hawk. How you doing, Hawk?
Greetings, I'm doing great. I'm looking forward to a fun Overwatch match here.
Yeah, and we've got the current rank 1 team here, Bluwu Bewwies. Yeah, great name. Who are as of yet undefeated. And we have Kairos, currently 1-3. However, they are a team I believe has incredible potential. I think this is going to be a solid match.
Absolutely. We have similar looking team comps coming out from both sides. I'm a little bit surprised at the Bewwies Hog.
Oh, he's been Hog all season.
Is he really? Oh my gosh, I haven't even paid attention. Well, I'm absolutely ready to see him pop off.
Yeah, I'm excited. We've got 2 Pharahs.
Oh, 2 kills for... Who's the
Kairos is on the right side.
Kairos, okay.
Kairos is on the right side, Blue is on the left. Blue is blue. Bad at math, wins the Pharah duel.
Absolutely. Looks like it's going to be a pretty quick take for Kairos here.
Let's see if they're going to stagger Salt. Just leave her out of mech.
It looks like there's absolutely potential for another quick point flip as Bluwu Berries gets lots of kills coming in here.
Bad at math is really hitting the directs on this enemy Pharah.
It would be you to watch the Pharah POV.
Of course. Got Boyle? Boyle. I'm going with Boyle. Boyle on the flank does take down Chrono Angel.
Absolutely. Still kind of a close fight here, but it's really advantageous for Kairos to be taking this because they got all that percentage for pretty much free. They didn't use any ults, did they? Absolutely not.
They used the Roadhog. Full hog.
Bluwu.
But they're going to have 5 ults coming into this next fight.
Absolutely. If I were Kairos, I'd probably roll with the Nano Visor here. Let that ball roll in and take some space, hopefully find a couple kills.
Yeah, try and get that Pharah and Mercy out of the fight real quick, because that barrage is going to be a real threat. Just poking, looking for a pick. Here comes the Nano Visor.
That we were talking about. Unfortunately, Fireball goes down pretty quickly here. Both ball ults coming out, and a trans from Bluwu, but the point flips.
Yeah. A lot of ults used from Kairos though, so definitely room for a recontest. Especially with the 2-man barrage coming from Jason Bjorn.
It looks like Kairos is kind of cramped for space here. Fireball takes advantage of that, cleans up. Stalling out the
crazy, chaotic fights. Ball is the bringer of pain.
That Pharah is absolutely doing it too.
Yeah. Still, the point hasn't flipped yet. Finally taking it, but lost a good 40% there.
Alright, coming in at this, Bluwu Berries is coming up on several ults, but it doesn't look like they're going to have anything to be able to immediately contest what Kairos is coming in with. The Barrage seems like a really big threat here, and the Diva Bomb might be able to make some space.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe they throw in the Diva Bomb and then barrage whatever's like hiding around the corner or something.
Oh, Boheal ults in the back left. Salt immediately on him. Looks like he's getting a lot of support though.
The Discord ult does get Assault down.
Both teams kind of trading with the Pharah kills here. Bewwies on the flank, hooks and kills the Ana.
Oh!
Okay, looks like Kairos is actually trying to invest in this fight. They think it's winnable here.
Yeah, Zoe coming
Back
out
in the back. Oh,
Zoe.
not for too long with that Pharah ult from Jason Bjorn. And Blue was able to clean that up pretty nicely.
Yeah, it's just DPS here for Kairos. If Zoe goes down, this is not looking good. They're gonna need one more fight.
Yeah, especially with these ults from Bluwu. They've got the Hammond ult, which is great for zoning, and both support ults. We do see 3 ults on the side of Kairos, but I'm not sure it's going to be able to cut it.
They do get the touch from Chrono Angel. Karin comes out, doesn't find anything. Oh, the overtime timer almost goes down. Got a map
Nano
finds
barrage
Bewwies.
countered by the trans. Ooh, still gets 2 through it.
It is all about these Pharaohs right now. Kairos does get the point flip,
Wow.
but they have only Valk to work with here.
And it looks like Bluwu Berries still does have the numbers advantage here, so it's kind of just Kairos trying to stall this out, seeing if they can work some magic.
Yeah, they're gonna need some big damage from that Pharaoh when she comes back.
Yeah, it's looking like this is kind of a lost fight for Kairos here. Yeah, lots of staggering in, unable to really group up because of the overtime. And that's point
Yeah.
1.
Very close map there.
It
I'm
absolutely
interested to see if they run the same comp.
Yeah, all things depending on the inside map. I'm not sure I'd like to see that Pharah, but I do want to see more of this Pharah dueling throughout the rest of the match, because it looks like both Pharahs are of rather equal skill. And
Yeah, I'd
it's,
agree with you.
yeah, it's kind of the teams around them being able to follow up on all of that damage that's really going to be speaking for who wins.
Based on previous matches, I think Fireball may swap to the Sigma here. We've seen them run that comp before. Although it does look like they might stick the ball. You know what? It's in his name.
And he is.
Fireball.
Fireball. Keeps the ball on. Both teams ball mirror again. I guess I'm still excited for this hog. We saw him pop off a little bit last round. Hopefully we can see some more of that coming in.
Some massive whole hogs, especially towards the end.
Bad at map over here on the flank. Trying to pressure this backline a little bit of Bluwu Berries.
I do think I like the Brig Zen here a little bit more than the Zen Mercy from Kairos. But we shall see how it goes.
Zen is Brig is absolutely so oppressive.
Oh, the hook from Bewwies.
Gets a huge pick on that Zenyatta. That's a lot of damage from Kairos gone.
Yeah, their Zen and their Hanzo both taken out of the fight. With the Zoe getting rolled by the Zen across the map.
And that's the third from Kairos. It looks like they're going to have to back up and concede that first cap.
We do see Lalix with the Valkyrie already. So maybe I was wrong about the Mercy pick.
Maybe Valk does tend to kind of be an ability these days. So hopefully they can get some good use out of it. Really good hook.
Oh, the stun!
That's salt out of the mech.
Jason Dorn goes down instantly.
Oh my gosh, we really are seeing that hog strut his stuff. That's 2 excellent hooks this fight already. Lynx gets that resin. That's great.
They do invest the minefield.
Not really sure that minefield was necessary to win this fight, because it looks like Bluwu Berries is still holding strong.
I will not be surprised if we see a Doom swap here. He's been getting kind of little to no value with the Brig stuns from Artorias here.
Yeah, it does tend to be really difficult to get any value into the Brig, but also you have to think about the Tracer, the Hanzo, you know, the Diva. It's kind of hard for him to find any target that he really wants to go on.
Yeah.
Ooh, excellent high noon from Bohill.
Yeah, Bluwu is getting a lot of early picks every fight.
And best of Hago as well.
Yeah, Kairos needs to take a minute, regroup, get a pick, and go in on it, because they're just sort of falling to these hog hooks.
Yeah, and it looks like if they don't regroup very soon, they're not going to have a full team fight. Thankfully, lots of
They're going in. Investing both the bomb and the dragon.
Oh wow, and the point even flips. Looks like this is still takeable for Bluwu here. Big mines on the field for Kairos.
Both Transcendences come out.
The Zenyatta standoff. Wow, and Kairos looks like they're able to pull it through. That's excellent. And they even have the Tracer Bomb to boot for the next fight coming up.
Yeah, we do have more ults on the side of Bluwu, so it's all about where this Tracer Bomb can go.
Absolutely. I'd love to see this Tracer Bomb go on that Zenyatta now that we know he doesn't have trans. And hopefully that could open it up for Kairos to build more ultimates and continue this one.
Here it comes. Oh! She gets
Oh!
stunned, but she does find two. And it will be res, so it isn't even fight.
Excellent
And
pulls.
Fireball gets a pick. Ooh, just going
Really
through.
does pull it out of the gutters here.
Leona does find both.
Last second desperate minds from Kairos. It definitely looks like Bluwu is winning this one.
That math just stalling the point as best they can. Does find it, Jason Bourne.
That Zenyatta trans kind of throws a wrench in the works here. Looks like they're trying to stagger in one by
Stall
one.
game.
At that point, yeah. Keep stall.
This is exactly what we saw from the first point. And
Yep,
with
and
that,
that's
Blue
that.
will take the first map.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's kind of a close match from both sides, but it looks like Bluwu is kind of just a little bit more coordinated, and they get those early picks, maybe even as a product of their hog, which I would have considered a bit of a troll pick, but it looks like it's working out really well for him.
Yeah, the Boobus Roadhog definitely getting a lot of value. Both of these Pharahs as well.
The new Farah skin, that must be it.
The new Pharah skin. You know?
That's what's keeping him afloat.
True and real. Boobus with 32 elims, I think, and 52% of the team. Not bad.
That is crazy. You really don't expect to see a lot of hog and more organized play, but he really is running it down here.
For sure.
I definitely like to see from Kairos more of a focus on that hog, because it seems like he's kind of the carry here. Potentially, a diva kind of sticking around with the back line.
I don't
deny
believe they
him
ran an
something
Ana either, so maybe putting an anti-nade on the hog would help to take him out of the fight quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
Good to know.
for Kairos here, the important thing is to keep pushing. Don't worry about the score. Don't focus on the numbers. Just keep pressing until you see the victory screen. You have the coordination. You just got to keep the confidence. Because we see it a lot that these control maps, it'll be 99-99, and they'll just ignore that and say, oh, the map score is 0-1. We're losing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a very even fight.
Yeah, it's really important to keep that level head going into the next few maps, because really your mental can be the difference between winning and losing. I think we've all experienced that. So
Chrono Angel for Artorias. Chrono Angel was on tank, I believe, and Artorias was on support. Are we switching the roles out? I see.
yeah,
What
looks
is
like Chrono Angel is an Ana
so-
player.
Chrono Angel plays ball and Ana, and I suppose Juko is their regular tank. I don't know. I'm not fluent in the Kairos land, I guess.
I don't know. I'm
we
excited to
ready?
see what this change brings for the team. I'm ready.
Okay. And we are going to Nimbani here, so we'll probably see the Pharah once again. At least I would run it, but I run it everywhere, so...
Yeah, I love the Pharah on this map. You really have a lot to work with in terms of the angles that you can be at and still be hidden by a wall. You have a lot of
there's
control
lots
over
of corner cover.
I mean, who am I to speak? You're the resident Pharah expert.
5 more seconds here. We'll probably see some dive comps, try and control that high ground. Or we'll see Sigma Roadhog.
Wow. Yeah, I'm impressed that they're still trying to keep that Roadhog in play, although he did run it pretty well in the last map. This is just a map that's so centered on that high ground. It feels a little bit hard to believe that they wanna run it.
And Kairos here on this, well, the 5-man comp. We've got the Tracer in instead of the Sombra. But other than that, pretty solid comp. Probably play it like a sort of brawl, but with more mobility.
Yeah, with that comp, I would definitely look to set up on the top left high ground and force that hog out. And then from there, you can kind of collapse on one target. Looks like all of them have the mobility. Hopefully that Ana, but let's see what happens.
I think if you're Kubis right now, you're going to try and hook either the Reaper or maybe the Moira. Because I think everybody else is going to be just a little too hard to consistently hit there.
I'll agree.
We do see them go for that top left. Salt taking down that turret.
That's the best player
comes in, but doesn't find much. The best player. And Kairos playing pretty well here. Finds 3, 4. Kubis takes down Salt, but that's not going to be enough.
Well, that was a pretty fast and decisive victory from Kairos on this first point. Perhaps
that was very
symptom
clean.
of the high ground being able to take advantage of that, like I was just speaking about.
Yeah. And once again, with the Hog not being able to get value here, less picks coming out, makes it more difficult for the DPS because the tanks can't control that space as well.
It does. I'm impressed that we're not seeing any Pharah play right now, because it looks like that would be excellent from both sides.
Oh!
Oh, huge hook. Bewwies
Yeah.
again. But maybe I'm trash talking the Hog too much. He's still running it down.
Kubis is not your ranked Roadhog.
Looks like Kairos is trying to be really aggressive here and take this space before Bluwu has a chance to really regroup and get together. Huge nade coming out from Bluwu, or Kairos rather.
Can they push this cart far enough so that their team can come back and not have to play this first corner? That's the question here.
Yeah, if I were Bluwu here, I would be playing on this first corner, especially with that Hog. You can get nice and aggressive.
I guess they're trying to set up their Ashe on the high ground, but I feel like she can be there without the rest of the team. Although, once again, Bewwies with the hook. This is actually insane.
You can't really stop that Bewwies once he starts going.
Bad at math, looking for the flank. Does have pulse here.
Oh well,
He's
that's
just gonna-
Gohill getting 2. Fireball, 1 more to close out the fight. It looks like Kairos is going to go ahead and regroup.
That math is gonna get caught out by Bewwies. Oh, it's forced out.
So what do you think needs to happen here in order for Kairos to be successful in taking this point?
They do have a lot of ults here, so we'll probably see them maybe push up the stairs, try to get behind them instead of going through this window and getting killed by the Roadhog.
Looks like the Bewwies goes on the flank, cooks the monkey, unfortunately not able to secure the kill. Huge
a lot of
flush
ults.
coming out. And the Bob and the Hog ult. And it looks like it's
find
just clean up
three,
from
but
here.
it was a more advantageous fight for Kairos there because they did blow out the 3 ultimates on the side of Bluwu.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to think they did dominate that fight, but coming into the next fight, they only have Torbolt and Nano, and it looks like Kairos is coming up on 5 ults. So I'd like to see them invest in this fight and pull it out, hopefully.
Dynamite doesn't find anything. Still trying to take that.
There goes the
high
beat.
ground there.
Kairos to be extra aggressive in response to the Torbolt from Bluwu. Huge ult from
Oh, finds a bull.
Go.
And takes down Bewwies. And this does look like it's going to be Kairos. Fight
That was
Bewwies.
the exact moment that Kairos is waiting for, trying to force out all of those ults in the last fight and use theirs here to secure the point. And it looks like it wasn't even close with how many ults were being used. That's 5 to secure the point here. Really makes you consider and ask yourself if they really overcommitted and how it will affect them in the coming fights.
Yeah, they did use the Diva self-destruct. I'm not sure if that one was necessary, although Lalix did use the Valkyrie. Oh, we see the swap onto the bridge back. No more Mercy.
I think the third point here, with its 2 CP nature, is going to benefit from that break back composition. It's just going to be a little bit more defensive for Bluwu, and hopefully they can continue to make the hold.
Yeah, the more sustain you have, the more stagger stall potential you're going to have.
Absolutely.
Especially with ults like Torbjorn and Roadhog. And even Flux.
Yeah, I'm thinking it looks like this is going to be really doable for Bluwu here with only 3 minutes on the clock. They just have to be really careful about that over-investing that they did that allowed Kairos to take that point pretty easily.
Absolutely, that is what shut them down before. Let's see if they can learn from that mistake. If you're Kairos, you're just trying to build ults here. They do swap over to that Brawl comp. Roadhog finds the hook onto Zoe, but...
Huge flux in the back
Oh!
line. A lot of damage with the Torb combo. That's a one fight right there. Kairos trying to pick up the scraps and head back.
Yeah, that was a good fight for really both teams. You see Kairos not using anything, taking that dry fight, building their ults, but Bluwu only has to use 2, and they're coming up on 3 more, so a good ult cycle here could keep them in this for the full 2 minutes.
It would for sure. I'd love to see some use of that back window with maybe a Torb turret, or if Cass can build it fast enough, a High Noon. That feels like the next easy team wipe combo. Kairos coming up. They have both support ults, but it doesn't seem like they have any ults that are really going to buy them any space. Let's see and find out.
They are going to open up with that Coalescence. They do now have 3 ults online with over 70% on 2 more. And there's your window Deadeye combo.
There's that High Noon I was talking about.
Your predictions have been insane so far.
Yeah, you really got to be careful.
Sigma ult and Torbjorn ult, and then they do it.
I mean, like, that just means that they're playing really well, right? From that third person perspective, if I can tell, you know, what their win condition is, and that they know to use just that.
I mean, once again, you look, they use 2 ults, then they use another 2 ults, and now they're already 70% back to that Torbjorn Sigma combo they used before. They'll definitely have that after this fight.
Bluew's definitely excellent at their ult cycling. I love that their Sigma and Cass are on this high ground. They're just kind of uncontested here, getting a lot of damage on Kairos.
Puba's going crazy in the small room.
Oh my
Takes
goodness.
down 3.
Man, that Puba's Hog is really a force to be reckoned with here. If you're Kairos, there's only a few things that you can do to limit his value, one of which probably being removing that Sigma cast from the high ground so that you don't have to focus on 2 points at once.
Yeah, the high ground control is definitely important there.
There we go, and it looks like they've identified that as a problem too.
Kairos does have a lot of ults here, and Bluwu only has the Sigma Flux to work with.
Sigma
Here it
Flux coming
comes.
up early, that's exactly what I'd like
That
to see.
is early.
Countered by the beat and a High Noon to buy us some space here. Zoe gets a High Noon kill on Korean name. Ubis goes down as well to the Lucio. Looks like this is a very winnable fight for Kairos here.
Yeah, they still have Shatter, Coalescence, and that Death Blossom to work with. And here it comes, it's going to find the entire team.
The bat and math.
and Jubilee just...
Absolutely, that combo was nasty. Pubis
How
coming here.
long can
trying to
Pubis
see if
stall
he can stall.
for? Not at all.
Oh,
The
not
Diva
even a little
Boop.
bit. It's all, yeah. Those Diva Boops are really important, especially for those last second situations.
Yeah, there was a really, a lot of repeating conditions, I guess. You'd see the ult cycle from Bluwu, and then Kairos would just come in with 6 and win.
Yeah, that seems to be their overarching strategy, is just banking up a ton of ults and using them all at once, and hoping that captures the point. It's worked so far. On the fence, I think that might be a harder option to use.
Yes, for sure.
I think Kairos definitely can be a well-coordinated team. We've seen it in several of these fights. Just the last one there where they identified that they needed to go the high ground and push that Sigma cast off there. They were quite successful, and I'm not even sure they needed all of those ults to be that successful. So coming into this defense, I think they have a pretty solid chance standing up against Bluwu.
Yeah, we do see the Pharah come out this time. I'm surprised we didn't see it the first round, but they want to change up their comp. They're going to run something with a bit more vertical control, I suppose.
Yeah, and a bit more zing at that. I always love to see a Pharah, especially a Pharah Mercy being pocketed. Looks like Bluwu is going to have a lot of damage coming into Kairos. I'm excited to see hopefully a Pharah pop off, but how Kairos will deal with all of that incoming damage.
Yeah, they're gonna have trouble dealing with the Pharah without any real long-range potential, but it's gonna be about getting the rest of the team down before, so that the Pharah is not really that much of an issue.
That sounds like a good plan to me.
Ignore the Pharah.
Bluwu taking that top
Easier
left
said than
high
done.
ground pretty much for free, it looks like.
Oh,
Kairos
Salt
kinda
does take
backing
down
up
Bluwu.
and giving space.
Was the soldier on the flank? He was. He was on that mini health pack.
Wow. Okay, goes for the dive on their backline. Excellent kill on Rosie. Pubis trades with Jacoby.
They almost
still
lose the
all
tip
in.
here. I'm not
Close
gonna give
to
it up.
winning. Not quite. Honestly, that was a pretty clean fight for Kairos. That was the kind of play that I was hoping I would be able to see with coordination. They really waited until Bluwu overextended, they made a mistake, and then punished it and capitalized on their, helpless backline a little bit.
Yeah, if we see Bowhill go for that flank again, that's gonna be questionable, because that was pretty much the reason they lost the fight. They were just down a player too early.
Absolutely. Looks like he's learned from his mistakes. Defending the Zenyatta. Great barrage from Korean name to Chrono Angel, and 2 more for Bluwu. Jason Bjorn, rather. Yeah, and it looks like
Blue will be taking this. Bad at math, trying to escape with their life. Oh, no, they're gonna come back. Play for the stall with the Lucio. Chrono Angel.
I think I really support the decision coming in. We've got the Reaper and the Monkey coming in right back, right behind him.
Zoe takes down Jason Dorn.
Wow, looks like
And
they're gonna try and...
both of our Mercy are gone. Oh, but they get off the
Fortunately,
points.
E9 point. That absolutely looked like a winnable fight for Kairos.
Yeah, the Tracer rewound off the point, and then Pubis forced Zoe off with his ult.
Yeah, it was just so close to that capture. It's hard to keep that.
Yeah.
But I think they kind of got what they wanted out of that stall fight. They got a little bit of ults out, and they built some themselves. Looks like both teams are coming up on lots of influential ultimates. So maybe next fight will become kind of a bit of a Q fest here.
Both teams trying to take this high ground. I'm not sure what is this building. The Sigma bot.
Couture.
Okay.
But Bowhill gets taken down pretty early. Bad at Math also takes down Rosie. That's 2 down for Bluwu here.
Zoe
They invested
comes
in
out
both.
with the Death Blossom. I'm not sure about that.
Oh, wow,
Still
looks
putting
like
in more
Bluwu
ults
has
inside their
definitely
spawn.
come back.
This fight has not gone the way of Kairos. Their team is really split right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And trying to spawn camp here down 3 players seems like kind of the wrong option. And I stand correct, as lots of their players get taken down, and they'll have a hard time regrouping before that card is pushed all the way.
Yeah, not a single ult comes out from Bluwu. They used Valk a little early, but after that, they didn't use anything.
Yeah, it looks like on the recontest here, Kairos is walking into a pretty hard time. 5 ults. I'm really concerned about that Pharah barrage, but even if Kairos can, get a pick, pull something out, Bluewu's got that trance. So they're probably not too worried about this.
They do take the contest with the Bad at Math pulse bomb comes out. Okay, a lot of ults being pressed.
The bomb zone's a visor for just a second, but it looks like Bowhill's still able to pull one out. Still investing.
And Jason gets rezzed.
Yeah,
we do see the swap off of the Reaper onto the Soldier, hopefully to deal with Jason a little bit better here.
Yeah, I think that's a great swap. The Pharah's doing kind of a lot for Bluwu here, and he's really just uncontested. No more Zen Mercy from Bluwu. Looks like they want to run the Ana here. I think that's a pretty great transition. You nano the Pharah in here, or you nano the Hog, and they get several kills, and that's kind of the point.
Yeah. Barrage comes out, finds Chrono Angel. Juko goes down, and Salt loses his mag.
So thankfully able to take care of that Pharah. looks like Zoe's kind of alone on cart right now. Blue is backing up slightly.
Zoe versus Pubis. Oh, he wins! The soldier, and then the rest of the team arrives.
Well, I'm gonna be honest that it felt like Zoe got a lot more value than he really should have there. He contested cart for a good amount of time, and he got the kill on Pubis. So there's no threat of getting hooked and dying immediately here. Kairos
Yeah, they can take this fast. Or they can just get doom punched.
It looks like the fireball ball is taking up a lot of attention in back, and that might be killer for Kairos here. That soldier visor coming in and catching 2.
Oh, Zoe gets slept right around the shield.
Huge anti as well.
Joko doing everything they can to shield Zoe. Zoe builds visor, but there may not be enough stall potential here. Although we do see multiple players on that cart.
Yeah, it looks like kind of just a scrappy cleanup fight here for Bluwu. They're pretty confident that they've got this one. I mean, you just go the fastest characters you can and you touch point as long as you can, but you know, at a certain point, Bluwu is coming in with so many of these kills, and I'm not sure Kairos is going to be able to pull this out.
Yeah. So Kairos will not be able to push. They will be on defense here, and 1:38 on the clock for Bluwu Bewwies. Every time I say that name, I just die inside.
I made a point of.
This is why Steve's not here today. I'm convinced.
Okay, so coming into this 3-3, Bluwu hoping to capture this point, and Kairos just kind of praying for the draw here.
Yeah. As I said, Bluwu does have the momentum, but if Kairos can take this, that will help shift it into their favor. Or not take it, but keep them from winning, I suppose.
Yeah, and Kairos
Once again with the Hog Pharaoh Mercy here.
Hog Pharaoh Mercy. Kairos doesn't seem like they're comfortable changing up their comp in order to respond to that Pharah, and I think that'd be a really important, an important thing to think about going into this defense. Losing this, you'd be down 2 maps at this point. So, hopefully we can still see them go in on that back line just a little bit, but I'm not so confident.
Yeah, I think Bluwu really learned what the plan was for Kairos and sort of responded well. So if they keep that going, yeah, I agree with you there. Bad at math on the flank already. Bluwu very split. Will anyone get caught out?
Pushes, setting up the backline to that top left. Pubis gets an excellent hook onto Zoe.
Does trade for the Mercy though. And the Pharah down as well.
Kairos is getting pretty aggressive here on that backline. I
They
kind of
lose
love
Chrono
seeing
Angel,
it. Oh, Bohill kills
but
himself.
that's a fast return. Bell gets rezzed. This could be dangerous because they're still down there, Lucio.
Yeah, ult's still not in play quite yet. Hopefully we can get bad at math and build that pulse rather quickly and get one on. Pubis destroys Jukohi.
Oh, this is not looking good for Kairos here.
Bluwu moving on the point. Kairos kind of struggling to keep up.
And that's going to be map 2. Bluwu takes Nimbani. Yeah, I think the Pharah was just a little bit too uncontested, and here they are on Torbjorn as well.
Yeah, I think definitely Bluwu has found that formula, like you mentioned. The Pharah just kind of wins against what Kairos was playing. I guess maybe they haven't scrimmed a hit scan to counter the Pharah, but they're going to need to protect their team a little bit better from Pharah, because she's putting a lot of pressure out, and she's just able to do it for free.
We saw Zoe switch over to the soldier for a little bit, and it was doing pretty well. I'm not sure what the reasoning was for not bringing that in on the second defense there. And we didn't see bad at math on the Pharah either. Could have seen the Pharah duel.
Yeah, that's a bit odd to me too, because both pharaohs were pretty well matched in the first round, or the first map rather.
Yeah, maybe this was more of a team comfort pick. I'm not sure. Maybe they've just played that comp more than the other.
Maybe.
They are going to opt for Rialto, a little bit more of a brawl map in some segments, so we shall see.
Almost like Italian Kings Row, in the way that Brawl kind of dominates.
Italian Kings Row. Oh dear. No swaps, I do not believe.
Yeah, can you remind me who did Chrono Angel swap out with? Artorias?
Artorias was the support that was in, and Chrono was on tank playing ball.
Very interesting.
So I'm going to assume they're not going to run a ball comp here.
Yep, I would definitely be looking to run that Brawl on these tight streets of Rialto. The May walls can kind of dominate, and with Brawl you can really clean up on those separated players.
Yeah, I don't remember if that was one of these teams. There was a team that ran a Symmetra brawl comp that just teleported around the map. I'm not sure if that was one of them or not. I would like to
remember
see
going
it though.
against them, in fact.
Here we go. All right.
Welcome to Rialto.
I hope that coming into this next map, Kairos is able to flex a little bit and identify the problems that are going on and change things up to solve them. Because at the current rate, running what they are kind of feels a little bit rigid. They don't have a
Yeah,
response.
there wasn't really a whole lot of swaps. Not a whole lot of changes, adaptation, and that's what
Yeah,
you need here.
absolutely. Unfortunately, Overwatch is a game of counterpicking and adaptation. Not sure what the pause here is for.
Not sure. It's on Kairos's end, but I'm not sure what it's for. No person. NP, no person. Is that what he's going for? I can't tell if they're like joking or I'm gonna assume so.
Looks like they're ready to come back here. There we go.
And now we are ready to see the reverse sweep for Kairos. It is time. We've seen it before. It will happen here. I can feel it.
You know, I feel like
Going to a map 5.
Map 5. I'm excited. It's definitely still winnable. And again, like you were talking about with that mindset, you can't let the score pull you down in your next couple matches, or else it'll be over in the blink of an eye.
In matches like these, it's such a mental game. You can't let yourself get, tilted or angry because, you're playing well. These are not
Absolutely.
rolls, even though the score says 2-0, they won in overtime in pretty much every map we've played. So it's not like you're not doing well. There just needs to be a slight change, and maybe that'll give you the map.
Yeah, it looks like they've got bad at math here on the hit scan instead of Zoe. Zoe perhaps more comfortable in the Hanzo.
Yes, I've seen Bad at Math play the Tracer and the Ashe before. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's an excellent answer to the Pharah that the Blue has been running and abusing, frankly. Getting a little bit of that card progression before they start to get into any fights.
Well, the trades come out.
Oh, but almost in the favor of Kairos. That Pharah damage is gone. They don't have to worry about it quite so much anymore, and they have the Mercy res right there.
Yeah, where did the Pharah die? I actually didn't notice because they didn't get the res off.
Right to the bridge. She was pretty far away from her team trying to duel that.
Oh, so
excellent headshot coming
clean
out.
headshot. Yeah, that one does get rezzed.
Bluwu still not
Oh,
going
and
forward.
Bewwies
They've been
just
even.
decides it's time to go.
With that Pharah back now, this might be a tougher fight for Kairos than the Duke.
Both teams are very split here. It's pure chaos.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what Bluwu thrives in, right? You have
Yeah,
the
that
Hog
is-
always lurking, and then you have the Pharah just pumping out damage wherever she can. So it's hard to turn and look at both of those things at the same time. Zoe not quite as much feeling the pressure. Excellent headshots on multiple people here. The
Tiger
Pharah
comes
is
out,
down.
forces them off high ground.
This looks like an excellent positioning advantage for Kairos here. They can get rid
Oh,
of that.
Bewwies
There
goes
he
for the
goes.
hoggle.
Oh
taken
wow,
down
Bluwu trying to bring
immediately.
it back. The Bob in the window. Bohill actually gets to kill that Bob. Wow, Bad at Math comes back. Kills that Mercy with a headshot. Unfortunately, the Pharah is back too now. But it looks like it may not be enough for Bluwu.
Bad at math is just clicking the players. Just pointing and clicking. It's scan.
Absolutely. Hit scan ZZZ. Indeed. Oh wow. That looks like
didn't
an
work so
actual
well.
game.
Okay. My goodness. Coming for me like that. But yeah, that barrage did not get what they were hoping for.
It did not.
And
Unfortunately,
Jason Bjorn is going to be out of the fight here.
yeah, it looks like she probably would have had a better time contesting the point because lots of players on the Bluwu side were there and ready to fight, but just tried to go for the epic 6K instead.
Yeah, welcome to the life of a DPS player. That's what you're supposed to do.
Oh my
The
goodness.
payload is irrelevant.
It's an off take that hurts me. Lots of trades coming in. Res from Lelix on Bluwu, and also from Kairos at the same time. Bewwies gets another hook onto that Mercy.
Kairos though rolls right past the bridge.
Yeah, it looks like Bewwies.
Oh, we do have the Bewwies fan club in the chat. Hello, welcome. We've got,
Oh, I love that so much.
if you say Bluwu 3 times in a mirror, it will appear on your hand. Okay, well, I know what not to do.
Nano coming out for Kairos. In response, Bluwu valves.
Rosie taking a nap.
Looks like it was excellent zoning mines here, but I'm not sure the team's going to be able to get much value out of it if they're still coming in for main. Yep, and Chukoki gets hooked and killed by Bewwies before his team really can even get there. Excellent flux from Fireball.
But we do see perhaps another overinvestment of ults from
and-
Bluwu, although Kairos
And
just says no, we're gonna win the fight anyway.
Look at that. It's unfortunate to see when you use so many ultimates and you don't really get all of the picks that you were looking for. This has definitely turned into a very, very quick match for Kairos.
And
What it
another
feels
ult
like it's
coming
not over
out.
yet.
Oh, let's take down Bad at Math, but the Diva is salty.
Wow, and Bluwu were able to pull that one together from their mistakes here. And Kairos go ahead and making that second hit scan ZZZ swap, trying to see if they can counter the Pharah a little bit. Oh wow,
True.
really pick on the signal.
No, it takes
Gets
down
red.
Fireball. They have no res if we push him fast here on the side of Kairos. I'm on the team now. I'm part of Kairos.
It kind of feels like that. There we go, opening up with the mines, making a lot of space, clearing that top right.
Jason Bjorn has the barrage. They're looking for it. They're playing on this roof. I know this strategy. They don't see an opening though, so they're just gonna pop back.
Oh, Bluwu still holding strong here. Not really investing too early, very patient, waiting for Kairos to make their mistakes. And it looks like they may have found those mistakes.
Oh, they do it! They barrage the D.Va before she can remag.
Alright, well, looking at this from Bluwu, they've got
You
3
are doing
ults
a good
coming
job
up.
of cycling.
Yeah, absolutely are. Kairos
It's a
coming back.
recurring theme here.
I wonder if they're going to have time to build up the amount of ultimates that they like to use to really turn over fights.
They will have 3, and they may build the Pfizer. We will see.
Man, that Pharah is doing so much damage, but unfortunately Rosie gets picked. Rawlings comes in with the res. Reses have been
Yeah,
super
Lawlence's reses have been insane.
Yeah.
Every fight, there's 2 reses on the side of Blue.
Oh,
the
catches
flux.
nobody, unfortunately. Looks like Salt gets caught out by the Coalescence. And this may be a winning fight for Bluwu.
Although,
Visor coming through from Zoe and the res as well. This is
Jason
winnable.
Nolan popped onto the Doomfist. No more Pharah to worry about.
Possibly a swap to come back fast. Almost C9 there. Chrono Angel.
Oh, gets crumpled!
Wow.
Oh no! And
And
that is
Kairos
the
comes
beginning
back.
of the end. It was the
It
crumble kill. It gave them good luck.
Alright, we're seeing a couple of swaps here on the side of Bluwu in terms of DPS. We've got the Doomfist cast and the Brig.
Yeah,
that
they want to
may-
deal with this ball.
Yeah, that may spell defeat for Kairos in terms of their ball diving.
Yeah, they have now every single player on their team can stun the ball. Hook, rock, flashbang, punch, sleep, stun.
And it looks like that's already working out. They get 2 picks pretty early on.
This is a main tank's nightmare.
It is, with the Hog always ever lurking around, ready to hook and kill somebody on your team.
Lots of ults on the side of Kairos coming up here. You're at over 70% on 5.
I almost want to see them go with their prior strat of saving up lots of ults at once, waiting until Bluwu uses theirs. Kind of like this right now. Bluwu does pull out 2 of their ultimates.
Yeah, the Nano Visor finds nothing.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit difficult for Kairos to really get a full regroup in here. A real fight.
Yeah, this may be where the payload stops, especially with Bewwies coming in and taking down Chrono Angel. And that's going to be that. Still, a very solid push if you're Kairos here. You got to be happy with that one.
You
You were
absolutely
in
are.
a dangerous spot twice, but you pulled it out and...
Yeah,
you know,
Kairos
this-
seems pretty great at those last-minute situations so far. Just making things happen.
Initiating match.
Yeah, a very clutch team. Good under
Unfortunately,
pressure.
good under pressure, yes, indeed. Unfortunately, it looks like Bluwu kind of thrives in the chaos that they create, and Kairos may get a little bit confused in some of those fights, which is why they kind of have to rely on their clutch ability to really pull it out at the end.
Yeah, this is true.
Ready
We
for
do
battle.
see the same comp from Bluwu.
Oh, but Bad
And
at
Bad at
Math,
Math is
Pharah.
taking the Pharah duel.
I'm ready to see how this change
Bolo
will
on the Doomfist this
facilitate a
time.
win. A Doomfist. That may be really unfortunate for Bluwu starting out against the Bad at Math Pharah.
No, back to the Ash.
Oh.
No more meme picks. It's time to play. The
Smells like a stream
Hits
snipe
again.
to me.
stream snipe. Yeah, we do see ball comps from both teams. I like the D.Va better than the Hog in most scenarios, but Bewwies is just rolling around, so...
Yeah. Kubis says, screw your meta. He makes his own, and he does it very, very well.
Stop the payload.
Still, they do have the Ana and the D.Va, so the Hog may be getting less value, especially with that Pharah in the sky. I really think it's going to come down to the Pharah duel and the other DPS taking down maybe the Mercy or something.
Yeah, I agree. This round I'm really looking at bad at math to put a lot of that damage in and get some
And
picks.
there it is.
But just like that, on Bow Hill, his counter, he's kind of free to do whatever he'd like for just a little bit.
And he'd like to ego Jason Bjorn.
That's what any DPS player.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
oh, but
Excellent
Salts
hook.
with the defense matrix.
That's kind of what you want to see from the side of Kairos, really nullifying that Hog's value.
Yeah, and the Pharaoh's just sort of alone in the back. Can't really get a whole lot of value.
Oh, gets
And
two
got a
rounds
math.
in a row, mad at math, popping off. And the Mercy's
There's-
off the map. That looks like a one fight to from Kairos.
That is what we'd like to see.
It does
That
look
Matt
like
says there's only room for one Pharaoh player here. And I have the icon, so it can't be you.
I love it. It looks like coming up in terms of ult economy, Bluwu is doing pretty well with their Pharaoh barrage. Math not quite catching up, despite the
Yeah,
great-
Math is killing them too fast to get his ult.
I really want to see Chrono Angel nano
Oh,
Pharah
another
aggressively.
massive
Oh, Bewwies with those great hooks onto Pharah trades for Rosie.
You're not going anywhere.
Jason, you want
Bada
to
Math does get rezzed. Still a fairly even fight. Lufona rezzes Bada Math and then kills Jason Bjorn. Bada Math in a little bit of a pickle here. He's gonna be taken down.
They need to invest those ults in this fight. If I'm them, I'm kind of backing up just a little bit until Salt gets back in his mech. Regrouping with my team to make sure I have the best success here. But they do have lots of ultimates coming in. Salt taken down by Jason Bjorn.
Does get rezzed.
And this feels absolutely contestable for Kairos.
Yeah,
Huge
it's a
slam.
pretty even fight here. The barrage into the backline, here it comes. Doesn't find anything.
Pharah barrages are rather unlucky this game. Yeah, and Bewwies again, just looking like the star player on this team. Really making it easy almost.
I also think the support line from Bluwu has been very, very consistent.
Yeah,
Rosie
absolutely.
helping out the
Lalink's
damage.
rezzing.
Is...
If Lalink's weren't rezzing so consistently without dying, Bluwu may be in a different spot here.
Yeah, it's like taking an 8v6.
Oh my goodness. Just gets a hook, and thankfully not onto a squishy.
Bada Math swaps to the Ashe, takes down Pharah, but immediately back.
Kairos looks like they're really doing an excellent job of controlling that high ground and not allowing the other team to use it that much. Wow! Excellent hook on the Valkyrie Mercy from Bewwies.
This fight's still in the favor of Kairos, I believe. They do have that high ground. Although Rosie takes down Zoe. As I said, that support line just doing work. Another res, two in one
res.
fight. It's just unreal.
Yeah, if I'm Blue here, I'm probably regrouping though. You really don't have the numbers to be going up against this. Not quite yet. Looks like that was correct. Wow, visor from Zoe just to clean up. Almost an ego visor, I would say.
Yeah, that was an interesting play, but they do have more ults to work with, so I guess they figure they can still win, and that way they do have a little bit of a stagger, more time.
I don't know about
Still,
more
probably
ults.
not what I would have done.
On the Kairos side, it looks like they have a lot of really influential ults coming up. The Zintrans, especially in the Pharah barrage, I'm looking for. This might be the last fight if they play it well. Or the last fight for this point, rather.
Oh, not getting taken down instantly. It's gonna be all about the ults that Kairos has here. See this Bob placement. There it goes.
It's a great pick on a Chrono Angel.
Fireball does get taken down. Bad at math on the flank, trying to take down Jason. Zoe helps finish it off. Bad at math just weaving around these columns, avoiding the hook at all costs.
And yet another res from Lalix.
Bad at math, just shutting it down instantly.
Oh, and Kairos able to pull that one out despite the many ults invested by Bluwu.
Yeah, from the point of view of this Ashe,
Yeah, 35 seconds on the clock. Thankfully, we have Kairos coming back with pretty much 5 ultimates, and Ball is not far behind. Bluwu not much in response. You kind of like to see that Zen trans.
Bad at math does have that Bob back online. Throws it out onto that high ground.
2 quick picks for Kairos, but it looks like
Right side.
wow.
Blue take. Sorry, Kairos takes the map.
That is a letter number.
I'm not sure if it really would have mattered. I think they had a lot of ults there. They had the Bob still alive, preventing them from pushing through that choke.
It felt to me like I would have probably gone through main just to make sure that I could touch the cart before I tried to contest that high ground. I'm really impressed, honestly, with Kairos.
Yeah, they played that really well. Bad at math. I watched one fight where this guy's just weaving around every column, avoiding the hooks, avoiding the Pharah, killing the reses. It was crazy. And Luhona really went for it as well, getting the same amount of value that we see all Lalix having as well.
Yeah, it's the opposing Mercies are definitely close in terms of how much value they're really getting out of their abilities, namely Res.
Yes, the only one.
The
Oh,
only
we're
real
going
one.
to Anubis.
Oh,
Yes.
get some nice 2 CP action in here. And I really think Kairos has the ability to pull this out.
Yeah, as I said, it's all about momentum, and right now, Kairos has it. That's where you want to be. I am going to run and grab my water. I will be right back.
That sounds like a great plan. Yeah, go ahead and go on a break.
Hello, we are back. We are at a 2-1. Bluwu is up against Kairos. However, all these matches have been really close, and we're looking forward to see what Anubis brings us.
I am. I'm ready to see some of that Jason Bjorn Farah dominate as we know it can on this map. And correct me
Adamath
if I'm
is on
wrong,
the Echo.
Is that Pubis on Winston?
No, that's
Volley?
Pubis on ball. Nope, that's Winston.
It still looks like quite a different pick.
Yeah, we have seen them run the double bubble before, but not tonight. So we'll see if that's their secret to success here on Anubis. I do like to see the Farah here. This is my favorite map in the game, so...
I'd be a little bit weary of the bad at map Echo coming in. As we know, Echo can be an excellent counter to Farah. Chrono Angel, huge nade on a Boil.
Alex with the omnipresent resurrection.
Looks like they're engaging in choke. Rather quickly. And getting out again.
Neither team really doing a whole lot of damage at the moment, just sort of existing. There's a truce.
Building those ults a little bit.
Oh, Badamath runs out of his boosters and gets taken down by Jason Bjorn, and he's just rolling.
Jason Bjorn, too.
And he's got the supports cornered in the mini room.
Wow, looks like a pretty decisively won fight for Bluwu here.
Thanks for the assist.
They swapped sides now, so.
Yeah, it's hurting my brain. Sounds like Kairos is winning. Oh wait, no.
Bluwu is not blue.
Bluwu is not blue.
Oh wow, you got a huge time bank coming in here, second point. That's really advantageous for Bluwu here.
Bjorn does have his barrage. And Lolix takes down Zoe. And gets the res.
Lawless gets the res once again.
Kairos could be in
Jason
a
Bjorn
little bit
brings
of
up
trouble
the
here.
Securing the
They do have that 2 CP spawn advantage, but
They do, and it looks like it still might be able to be pulled out. Bad at math takes 2 down with him. Zoe even gets that.
a
Farah.
tick is given up. But Zoe gets 2 before he's taken down.
Wow. I think after that fight, I'm happy to give up a tick if it means it didn't lose the entire point.
They pushed up really far, but because they were so far up, it gave them opportunity to recontest. The minefield comes out, and that's going to catch some for sure. It takes down the Farah.
Rather aggressively, using those ultimates. It looks like
Yeah, I don't think we've seen them play this aggressive before, but I mean, it's
I like it.
working.
Yeah, I love the change from them. It's really giving that Vin a lot of space to work. The Echo thrives a little bit.
Jason Bjorn swaps over to the Sombra.
Are we seeing a potential C9, or are we really running that Sound?
I think they're running it for the ball. And Zoe just working that soldier. He's gotten 2 kills every fight.
This is almost a different side of Zoe than we've been seeing. He's really, oh my gosh, there's his third on the Primaling, Primaling Monkey. There was that Sombra C9 I was talking about.
Almost gets the second tick, but not quite enough.
Oh, they know she's around. Will they be able to find her?
See, what that's doing is forcing them to pull back so they can't hold this aggressive angle. Bad at math could be caught out here. Very low health. We might see the duplicate just to stay alive. There it is, onto the Pubis Winston. He's going to get a lot of damage on the back line. And there you go. Zoe's visor.
Getting more. Almost typical of him this match.
And although the Sombra is pressuring them, it's almost a 5v6 because she's just in the backline.
Yeah, you lack
Not
that
really
presence
doing
for a
anything.
second, yes.
2
Whereas-
fights, only 40% on her EMP. That's not where you want to be as a Sombra.
It's not. Thankfully, though, they have several ults coming up. Grab the visor and the Nano.
And Zoe!
Oh my
Just
gosh,
not giving
Zoe.
him a chance.
2 more.
Kairos has taken this and ran with it. They said, yeah, we lost the first point. No, we're just holding a different angle on the first point.
I almost wonder if it's a symptom of not having to worry about that Pubis Hog quite as much anymore.
Yeah, they don't have really any one-shot potential on the side of Bluwu other than maybe the Zen.
Jason Bjorn's still going for that back cap. We start
I
to question
I don't
the
like
validity
this.
of that strategy. And just gets taken out by Zoe anyways. know, I really appreciate how well Bluwu has been playing as a team, but it feels like this map is not quite going their way.
Yeah, I mean, this is the third fight that the Sombra has only built 20% of her ult. I mean, the passive ult charge is probably half of that.
Looks like they're trying to invest ults here and get past this concrete barrier. Fran's out from Chrono Angel, but a huge nade!
Anti-nade from Rosie. This could be what they're looking for. And Nana comes out onto the brig. Wallach's falling low. But Chrono Angel goes down. Still the 2 CP moment here. Gonna see another recontest. And that EMP finally comes out. 4 fights in.
Unfortunately, doesn't get any kills off of the hacks that it provides, but Bluwu still seems to have a relatively easy job pinning up here.
It's just gonna come down to those stalls. And that may be it. I don't think this Moira will get a touch. No. Still, from 5.5 minutes to 1.5 minutes, that is a pretty solid hold. If you're Kairos, you've got to be happy with that.
Score
Absolutely.
0
I'm
to 2.
a little bit worried coming into the second half. I think the Pubu's Hog could dominate on defense here.
Initiating.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with Jason Bjorn's gameplay so far, but I just don't know what to think about that Sombra play.
Yeah, it was definitely probably one of the more questionable things I've seen out of Bluwu. Kind of ripped apart their ability to play as a team, and it took a long time to break that barrier and capture that point finally. I see in the chat, spam this shoe to help Bluwu. I love that.
Yeah, the team name got changed to Minnesota Frost.
I'm sorry, for who?
Or Blue in the stream.
I have big plans for you. Show them what you can do.
We'll get that fixed for you.
Shots for 10.
And we are seeing that Pubis
Hog
on the flat.
and the Torbjorn.
Attackers incoming.
Honestly, if
Jason
I'm
Bjorn
Kairos
is named
coming into
Bjorn
this,
for a reason.
True and real. I'm Kairos coming into this. I'm probably a little bit stressed here. That Pubis Hog does dominate, and hitting through him on defense.
Lolux gets the res. No surprises here.
That's really unfortunate. It seems like Kairos, rather, is able to get those picks, but Lolux reses it every single time, and it really stops them.
A lot of the team very low on the side of Kairos. The Briggs and heals just not the most effective, but the damage is going to be crazy.
It looks like they're finally making that first push in. Salt kills the most important player on the team, the turret. Unfortunately gets debacked for it.
Torres really needs to get an Inspire here. It may be too late already. They're going to regroup, fall back. Salt doesn't have mech. Zoe's taken down.
Yeah,
And we're
I'm
playing
really
for that
looking
next fight.
for some more coordinated dives or more consistent damage on the side of Kairos here. In order to break this really solid Ashe on a high ground defense with the Torbjorn, it's going to take a little bit of coordination, especially with Pubis looking around.
Yeah, we're going to need to see Salt get some big DMs on those hooks, maybe.
Oh, wow,
Bjorn
Jason
takes down
Bjorn.
Chrono Angel. That's a large source of damage gone.
Absolutely, and half your healing. So, your Kairos, are you still taking this fight? Looks like Zoe once again gets the pick on probably the most important player on the team. But Jason Bjorn trades right back.
Trades. I don't know if you can call a turret for a player a trade.
I don't know. That turret doesn't miss a shot. 2 minutes on the clock here.
They are going to opt for this
Quite a lot of
left
time.
side push. Bad math on the flank. Takes down the turret. Ubis gets booped away from the team.
Oh, Boho gets that brig pick. That's a lot of the sustain gone. Bad at math trades back to Rosie.
That's what it is.
Alex
You
right
have
again with that res. I'm a little bit impressed that we invested that Transcendence there. It seems like we were kind of saving up our ults to use all at once, and maybe we did here.
Oh, the hammer kill
on the
from
D.Va.
Jason Bjorn. That's what we live to see. The match is over. I'm sorry. The Bluwu Bewwies have won. I'll even say their full name, just for you.
60 seconds remaining.
Alright, coming in here with that rally, Kairos. I'm hoping to see us get some real value out of our ultimates in this early fight. Pretty even.
You have the rally. Bad at math taken down quickly though. Oh, this is not looking good.
Yeah,
Kairos down 3 here.
I'm dying fast that I can get a final regroup. I don't have enough situation where I stagger.
Lolix reses right in front of the team, and it does not matter. They have like 100% res success rate.
Yeah, I'd love to see how many reses Lalix has got in this match. It would probably be in the 10s at this rate.
Yeah, this is craziness from them. Alright, well, Kairos has been great in these clutch situations, but this may be their last one if they can't pull this off.
Sigma.
Bad at math copies of Sigma, tries to 1v1 back.
They do get
Oh,
the
that's
touch, but that huge molten core is going to be a problem. Are they going to touch? Yes. It's all or nothing here. They're up 2. Some big picks, up 3.
Chrono Angel on Bewwies.
And without fail,
Just like
Kairos
that.
just refuses to give up, and that's what you want to see. The strong mental plays.
Yeah, and again, like
5
you said,
seconds.
Kairos is so good at coming back on that last fight, investing what they have, and finding something to get that win.
Objective A captured. New defense point. Objective B.
And Zoe still has his... Actually, Kairos has a lot of ults to work with here. They're going to have the D.Va Bomb, the Trans. Oh, sorry, that was a remake, not the bomb. My bad.
They still do have the chance. They're close to rally as well.
And of course Zoe has his Dragon. Takes down the turret.
Seeing a nice left side push. I'm not sure that
Ah.
with the dive pump we have.
Yeah, if you're running a brawl or something, perhaps, but with dive, you generally see either down main or maybe over the right side. Or if you go left, maybe just jump in from the left rather than trying to hold that corner.
I almost want to see them.
Oh, the stagger on Assault.
Right. Oh, that hurts. And you know what? Their time bank wasn't quite as large as Bluew's was, so that might make a really big difference in the long run.
Yeah, we've got 1, maybe 2 fights here.
I really want to see them set up their backline on that top right so that Zen has all the angles he wants to be able to dominate. Let's see what happens. Looks like we're going to the left side again.
5 ults on the side of Bluwu. This is going to be really difficult. You may see maybe a dry fight here from Kairos. Try and get some of those out.
That's the best case scenario, right? You get 3 or 4 ultimates out. And
Oh,
then
but
the
that's
next
not the
fight
way to
you
do
back.
it. Losing Zoe immediately. They're not going to have to invest the ults. Oh my goodness, Pubis, stop! They have families. Both DPS taken down.
Bluwu is really, really patient and good at holding their ultimates so that they're not overusing. We've seen that
This is not
consistently.
where Kairos wants to be. Chrono Angel is going to have to get the best Transcendence usage of their lives.
To stagger onto Kohi.
4
That's how
ults
big
on the
it's
side of
pretty
Bluwu.
60 seconds.
1 fight left. I say that, but the ult bank is actually quite even here. If Chrono can get that massive Transcendence, I think Kairos could definitely pull this off. Even if it's in overtime, that's a chance for a draw.
Surely it is still anyone's fight. Salt opens up with the bomb. Unfortunately, doesn't
And
get anybody.
bad at
A
math.
lot of space. Bad at math. Kills Bowhill. Unfortunately, trades with Sigma and Lalix coming right back into that res. You see the signal coming out. Fireball here. And it catches though. Chrono Angel thankfully trades with the Torb. And it looks like Bluwu comes out on
Yeah.
top.
At the end of the day, the Hog ults and the Flux and the Torbolt are just better at denying space. And on a 2CP map like this is not what you want to see.
10 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
and again, it's another situation. You don't really have
That math copies the Ana. Does get that touch. But it looks like this is going to be the end for Kairos. Although Zoe has other ideas.
Volix gets the kill onto that at math. Oh my goodness. Mercy diff and a half, and goes to the back line and reses. And
Salt, the last one alive. Oh, no, sorry. We have Artorias, the last one alive. And that will be it. Bewwies has taken
pretty
the
decisively
match.
even. Berries.
Yeah, that fight where Poopus just kept getting kills, not letting them escape, really just did them in, because they had a chance for 2 or maybe even 3 fights, and it came off to just being 1, and it was one where both teams had an even ult economy, and that's just not what you want to have on a map like this.
It is not on that 2 CP where you can come back and stall so quickly on defense, but not quite so much on attack.
Epic.
Aw, thanks everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's bring in Lolix. And we
Oh, you get to type it now instead of Steve.
Oh, whoops. Yeah. I just did it. Nice.
Good. Hello.
Hey.
Hi,
Hello.
Lolix. Oh my goodness. Throughout this entire series, you were really influential for the win for your team with all of those reses coming in.
I mean, yeah, every fight was an 8v6.
Yeah, sometimes the 1,000 hours on Mercy pays off.
That
You know, that's fair.
sounds like the Admiral Pharaoh almost. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I liked when you you ulted, went in, got the kills, and then rezzed in the back line, and it's just like, you know what? If you can do it, yeah, great. I mean,
Yeah, there were countless times where mid-fight you would be able to get a res, and maybe your team was down a few, and you were just able to pull it out because of that. When you look for reses, are you doing it off cooldown, or are you making sure that you're safe and you're ready to res to be able to win that fight?
It's more so who's going to survive if I res them, who's closer to their ultimate, if I can get it, or if it's worth the risk, really. But nobody loves a good stagger res more than myself, so.
That's pretty typical. Admiral, do you have a question?
well, you say you have 1,000 hours on the Mercy. What's your go-to next support?
A Lucio.
Lucio.
But
All right, all right.
is watching, it's Brig.
It's great.
Yeah, we
Oh,
did see you
dear.
guys run a lot of Brawl, and maybe because your Mercy is so good, you guys absolutely dominated with that.
We used to play a lot of Brawl. I used to play on a console team before I built a computer,
Oh.
and like Lucio Jail isn't very fun.
Welcome.
But we just, you know, you could fall into, you know, it's this type of map, you have to play this comp because everybody plays it, or you could be more so playing into your strengths. And we're just lucky enough that all of our strengths come into a couple really good cohesive comps. And instead of taking the time to try to force ourselves to play, you know, characters or a comp that we don't enjoy, we focus more on what makes the game more fun than, you know, focusing on just winning.
I mean,
That's
yeah, that
very
makes sense.
wise.
You're having fun. Your mental's gonna stay strong. You're gonna keep getting those dubs. I like it.
I love it. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming in
Yeah,
and talking to us a little bit. Yeah,
And
congrats
great
on the win.
gameplay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a great match.
Yeah, that was a game. That was
That was a game, and again, you know, despite what the score would say, that was close most times.
I
mean,
of the matches I have seen, I'd say that's the closest one.
yeah, I was really impressed with how long Kairos was able to hold Bluwu back for that 5.5 minutes. It was impressive. Their aggression worked out really well.
Mm-hmm. Also, what are we watching here?
I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
we've played this once.
that's cool.
We played it on Eichenwald, I think.
Greetings. Hello. Greetings.
That was fun.
Hello.
Yeah.
That's the plan. Huge +4.
Oh man, yeah.
Kairos.
Oh, I forgot to say tubular. I
Yeah,
whiffed.
no
I
5 PayPal.
get Lolix back in here. Yeah, your mercy play, totally tubular, dude.
Not happening. It's too late. We'll see
Unlucky.
about it the next game.
And this is UH and C96. Reverse.
Uno, good Overwatch play. It's hard to choose.
I mean, this is good Overwatch play, is it not? I think they're one and the same.
I don't know, man. That workshop kind of carries Overwatch.
Well, when you don't have any content, you've got to make your own.
Yeah.
How do we tell who's winning?
Whoever
How do
has
we
the
tell how many
lowest
cards
number
people
of
has? Ah. Okay.
Sure. Hanging out, chilling, watching some Uno.
So we've got let's see, Jinro with 3 cards.
Oh, Genro. We got Kobo the Bear and DUI very close behind with 4.
Mm-hmm. And
it
Chrono
DUI
is moving up as well.
Doi.
Someone call the ambulance.
Doi,
Someone call
DUI.
the ambulance. Someone call the
Yes.
ambulance.
Run the squad.
I dreamt I was about
We-
to fly. Justice. Right on.
What's the other team? C96. Yes.
Right
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. We've played both of these teams, but these names don't
Doobie.
look familiar to me. Why don't they look familiar to me? I know, like,
Yeah, I don't know. We have played. I remember Kaibo the Bear.
I know Wombology,
Yeah,
I know Kaibo the Bear, I know
Yeah.
Chronos, and I know Panda Squad.
Yeah, they must have been stars of their teams.
Someone call the ambulance.
Times 2 plus 8. What is that?
Times 2. They added 8 cards.
Oh.
What?
Dewey
What?
got 8. It's now up to 12. He was 4
Unlucky.
just a second ago.
Kaibo the Bear at 3 now. Respect Woman at -3. -3. 3. Whatever it is.
Oh
Oh.
my gosh, coming into the next match, I'm definitely
Going
gonna
to
say
2.
Kairos and Bluwu multiple times.
Oh, yeah. The red team is Kairos. The blue team is a Bluwu.
Oh my gosh, on Anubis that messed me up so bad. I had to think about it really hard to not say blue team Bluwu. Chat wants to see the Admiral Farah.
Unfortunately, we already played our match this week. Maybe next time. We've got one.
Not streamed. Sad.
True.
Can't stream them all.
We do play one of the teams that just played, though. We play Bluwu next week.
Yeah, that might be a tough match, to be honest.
True and real.
But Bluwu was doing really well there.
Oh. Sag, we cut it short. Unlucky. I was enjoying my relaxing Uno gameplay. Alright, looks like we're going into Nepal. And we've got C96 in the blue, UHA in the red.
UHA. What does that stand for?
University of Hawaii A team, I believe.
Oh. Okay, that makes sense then. Yeah, I've seen both of these teams. Crow Nose is a new name to me, but I've seen Habutai around.
I remember
Shenro,
them.
Abstract, Gusty.
I know most of C9 because we played them pretty recently.
Mhm.
It's it's just some of UH that I don't remember, but you know, that's just me being short-term memory loss guy.
I have the same issue. Uno fifth map tiebreaker. I'm a fan.
Traveling to Nepal.
Oh dear.
Alright, starting on the Nepal. On this map, I expect to see that classic Ryan
Symmetry
Sim May strat holding on point.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna see some TPs out of spawn.
The easy Uno warm-up.
Easy Uno warm up. You know, nothing gets the mechanics going like some Uno.
Yeah, it makes me feel nice and ready to click heads, eat
Yeah.
pulses.
Ready for battle.
there
I
we
stand corrected. If we see a ball diva, I'm assuming they're gonna change that because they do have the sim.
Yeah,
Although everything else is set up around it. Maybe they sim TP out and then swap Tracer or Pharah. I've seen Wombology on the Pharah many times. I wouldn't be surprised.
that's true. I'm not sure if I'm sorry. What are the two teams? UH is on the right, and it's who else?
2, 1.
C96
Round
is
one.
blue team.
Capture the
Left.
objective.
Okay. Oh, yep. C9 absolutely rolling out with the cast May brawl.
And there's
here.
the Pharah switch. I am surprised that. Oh my!
Wow.
Wombology.
Quick pick on the happy.
I am.
Looks like
I am.
That may be tough without that May player though to wall off. Give you some time to replenish those resources. And it looks like they might.
Oh,
be
the May is gone.
The objective is
It's now Soldier. Although,
perhaps to get
looks
back.
like C96 is pulling it out without their May. Habutai back in the fight as Soldier takes down Wombology. Gets that revenge. And everything seems to be same comp going again.
You know, I kind of like the ball deep comp into this brawl. In theory, if they're holding on point, it kind of creates a lot of chaos. The ball rolling through, you got the Pharah tossing in a lot of damage with the Zen Discord somewhere in there.
Wombology has built the
Yeah, what a fast
barrage.
Yeah, Abstract also has his kind of.
Here it comes, gets DM'd, and taken down.
That's a classic barrel.
Justice reigns from. Oh!
C9 commits the window.
And the swap comes out. Wombology is now on that Tracer. DUI gets rezzed.
Looks like C9 is actually doing a pretty good job of staying on that point, holding that space, not allowing anything really to shake him up.
Yeah, in Nepal Village, it's all about that point control. With the Pharah, you shoot in, but you don't really get a whole lot of value without being on that point, and they have the dive, so they don't have the biggest point pressure out there, so it's going to be really hard for them to push this.
Lots of ults being committed from both sides, bombs from both sides. Abstract committed that high noon, unfortunately died in the middle of it. Nice hammer down, able to kill Shimada off of that. He's still trying to pull it out with the Baptiste pick and the Soldier pick. Unfortunately, that transfer through as well, and it looks like nice eat on the balls, but
Holy.
unfortunately, that's probably it for C9.
I'm on.
They do get 91% though. So, one fight territory for C9.
One fight, but it looks like C9, or UH rather, might be coming up on the ults to be able to hold it.
Yeah, if you can see the ult cycle coming out, we'll see how it goes. They really just need to stop C9 from touching the point, because that is where they're going to be very strong. If they're going to push this high ground.
Quite mobile with this Lucio, and they're utilizing that for a bit. Pushing up, trying to close off a little bit of those enables. That might be a huge mines, thankfully negated by that lamp.
Oh, trade comes out. Kilo for abstract. And
Unfortunately, doesn't make it back in the map. Gusty gets the
still
kill.
a very even fight. The pulse bomb comes out and finds Habitat.
Wow, nice pulse. One Bology popping off. He gets the 3K. And Dewey cleaning up a little bit more with the pick on Jinro. Oh, the Diva stagger. All the stuns coming out. DUI is
One
Dewey.
apology.
He said that a little earlier.
Oh, okay. Do we? Gotcha. We do have the abstract Deadeye and Kinako bomb.
Yeah, what I'm really
Self-destruct.
looking at is the beat and the shatter to be really influential here. Beat keeping into the fight and shatter hopefully to get a few kills.
Yeah.
Now Dewey gets the
Dewey just.
not
They
allowed
do
to use
flip
that
the point for C9.
That bomb definitely did a little zoning. Thankfully the shatter got Shimada before he's able to escape. Dewey kills Crow Nose.
And Habitat. And Busty.
Wow.
I'm on.
Really coming out
C9
strong.
flips the point, but Dewey just says no.
Yeah, absolutely.
Abstract could get picked here. That's not good. UH in a really good spot to win this.
I just think they're not really going to get a good fight here. Maybe a couple staggers on the point.
Yeah, on a control map like this, that doesn't really work though.
Yeah.
She's not even gonna get to touch the body block. And the first round will go to UH.
Well, on these control maps, it kind of, honestly, it doesn't really speak to how coordinated the teams are, as much as it does how much you pop off. And we definitely saw that here with UH, Dewey, Wombology, both getting, you know, several times they got 3Ks, and making it kind of easy for their team to pull out the rest of the fights.
Yeah. We do see the swap over to Dive on the side of... Oh, wait, no, they're gonna run another modified 6-man pump. Nobody ever runs the full 6-man. They always run the 5. You see sometimes they run the Brig or they run the Tracer. You never see the Reaper.
Well, we'll see how it works out for them. Looks like UH is kind of keeping the same composition they had before.
UH is gonna have a little bit of an advantage at long range because of that Zen and that Cass.
Dusty gets taken down pretty fast. Traded by Dewey. Pro Nose gets a pick on the Brig.
Great even
Surprisingly,
fight.
might feel lots of chaos here.
If we are to progress, we must raise the objective. Be right there.
Looks like C9 at that point would maybe add a little bit more than they did.
Generally, when things go crazy, the team with the ball is going to do better. Ball just thrives in the chaos.
That's a really fair statement. Wow, what a quick bomb.
Yeah, that was really fast.
Several
Nako
ults
only at
coming up.
40% of theirs.
Yeah, I think UH is pretty well set up here to try and ult cycle them, starting with that pulse bomb and then hopefully building the mines behind the soon as well.
Respect Woman already 50% to another bomb?
Oh, is he in that?
They've just lapped the enemy
Wow.
Diva.
Respect Woman doing a lot of damage.
Goodness.
Unfortunately, the pulse from Morphology doesn't quite find what he wanted. Being chased out.
Oh, they did it 4 times.
Taken down. Respect Woman seems to be a little bit caught out. Yep, and gets punished for that. That bomb lap doesn't quite matter when you're out of your mech. Shimada kills 2. And it looks
Still
like
looks to
UH
be
is gonna
UH's
hold.
fight to lose.
Thankfully, coming into the next fight, UH doesn't have many ults immediately online except for that trans, and we might see that classic Sombra EMP against the trans standoff. Maybe Sombra tries to bait the trans before she EMPs, or she EMPs him before he can trans and get a free kill. see what happens.
It'll be interesting to see. They do have a lot of ults to work with.
Looks like the Sombra's getting in there. They don't want to commit the EMP. Abstract gets a quick kill on the Brig. Dewey trades it with Gusty. Oh, Abstract and Tronos getting 2 more.
These fights are so chaotic.
Yeah.
I do think C9 does have the advantage, and they are going to flip the point, so we're going to probably see Shimada get out of there.
Being
Run
so
away.
patient with their ultimates there is a virtue that many players and many teams lack. Coming in to this next fight, they still have that Sombra EMP, as well as the bomb and the beat and the monkey ult. Seems like kind of a lot for UH to overcome.
And initiating with that D.Va self-destruct, doesn't find anything, but splits the team. And DUI may get taken down. Oh, the EMP comes out in the back
EMP in
line.
the back, right on the Zen. Kills 2 because of it. What an excellent EMP. Brig here is a little bit isolated. C9 is able to take him out. Traded with the Moira though.
I think if you're UH, you want to fall back and go in quickly once everyone's there, because they may still be down a few players coming back from spawn.
If I'm C9, I'm being a little bit careful here. I'm trying to charge that Sombra EMP. Looks like a really aggressive trans from Kaibo, and it
Does
gets
take down
rewarded
Chronos.
for it with the kill from Crows. He coming out from C9. Unfortunately, that point does flip UH's favor.
Dusty does save 2 people from the D.Va bomb with that beat, but it may not help him win this fight.
I don't know, it absolutely looks like a close fight. Thankfully that break goes down, they use a lot of sustain. Chronos gets a second with their spec weapon. You know, C9 may be able to pull this one out yet.
Allow me to repair the damage.
They will likely have this EMP here, but still more ults on the side of UH.
And I'm not sure those ults matter if Habutai is able to EMP them out of existence. We'll see what happens. He's working on charging that EMP as we speak.
Both teams are going to want a fast fight.
Opening up with the mines on point. Excellent zoning. His team takes advantage of that space.
They may flip the point.
C9
Nope,
can
gonna go in.
Abstract loses the Tracer 1-on-1. Apology, Respect Woman gets a kill on Crow Nose. And it looks like C9 may fall apart here.
The EMP is built.
EMP is built, but doesn't quite matter at this point.
Yeah, no. Taken down immediately. Just melted. Abstract can't even touch the point. And that's that. First map goes to UH.
Victory.
UH is really performing well here in terms of what's happening mid-fight and really using their ultimates to their
Play
fullest.
of the game.
Yeah, they take these split pushes, but they work really well. Because they'll put players around the map, and every single one of their players seems to be mechanically talented enough to win that 1v1.
For sure. I don't think the score may report how close of a match this was yet, though. C9 was playing really well. They were really patient with their ults. That's something you'd like to see in a team. Not overusing, using the exact amount that you need. I think this series is going to be another really good one.
I found it interesting that on a brawl map, they decided to both play dive. So we'll see how that proceeds in the next few maps.
Well, it may end up that neither team is good at playing brawl. And you know what? If I don't have to see Mei being played, I'm a happy caster.
Yeah, driving under the the
Driving under
influence.
the influence.
Any swaps going to be? We do have a few people in the spectator slot, but
I'm a fan of all the Ukraine flags still. Love to see it every time. And the rainbows. And SF Shock. RIP Super.
Massive shock. Nah, bring out the London. Somebody run the London Spitfire.
London's not London anymore.
Boo.
Not Boo.
Steve comes in just to boo me. He gets summoned by the name London. Wait, which one?
Like physically out there?
Oh,
that's
the
crazy.
shutout? Yeah. That didn't go so well. Trashton.
Oh my goodness.
What? Okay. Oh, we are gonna see Saya come in. I have seen Saya. I have seen them play. They pop off.
Does Saya have a particular character that they play well?
They play support. I've seen them play the Mercy. I've seen them play the Lucio. I think I've seen them play the Zen, but I'm not positive on that, so don't quote me there.
Yeah,
Mostly, I've seen Mercy.
I was close to saying it's hard to see a Mercy pop off, but Lalix
And
would
remember last
disagree.
game.
So hopefully we get to see some nice influential reses once again.
And still no Maverick yet. I'm
Oh
sorry?
my goodness. Lalix had 1,000 hours on Mercy, he said.
They call me a Pharaoh one trip.
Yeah, don't check my Genji hours on my main. Although I think it's only like, close to 200. So
Oh, I've got you beat.
yeah, by quite a bit. On this account, it looks like I
I'm
played
probably
most
closer to Saya then.
Yeah.
Alright, where are we going? Attack or defense? Nimbani. Okay. We've seen Nimbani a lot. Nimbani seems to be the go-to for the second map. Nimbani and Hollywood. I don't even know what the third map is.
I'm not sure.
It's not KR. What are the... It's not Eichenwald, is it? I don't think so. So what's the other map? Blizzard World. Blizzard
There
World.
you go.
Okay.
Hopefully we see a comp from both teams that's rather conducive to using that high
Oh,
ground.
Saya was in Ogre Squad. Really? Okay.
You see how well the other team is doing and jump ship?
I've seen. Well, no. Ogre Squad got disbanded or pulled out from the tournament due to some scheduling errors or something. But
That's unfortunate. Scheduling's tough these days. I understand.
Saya has subbed onto a few teams, so they may have played with this team before and just decided, hey, we work well. Also, we swapped sides, so there's that.
Oh my goodness. That's gonna mess with me so bad. Now I have to retype that to you.
Retype that.
It's not C9 and UH, it's UH and C9.
Understandable. Oh, multiple times.
I had to make sure it was copied.
And I believe that was the only sub, was Saya in for Gusty. And I believe Gusty is a Lucio main, so we'll probably be seeing the Mercy here. As opposed to the Lucio.
That opens the door for a nice Pharah on the Nimbani, hopefully.
I would be more expecting an Echo, I think. I want to say both their DPS are capable of running an Echo. I think that's the team.
It's tough to remember all the matches we've gone through.
Traveling to Numbani.
Okay, DUI. Wait.
Initiating match.
No, I was referring to the other team. C9. Abatai and Abstract, I believe, both play Echo. I'm not sure.
But also that time doesn't include scrim time. So
This
we
is
could
true.
definitely have more. Alright, hopefully
Yeah,
we'll see
I
some
think
jumps. Sorry?
I think all my time on Sombra has been in scrims. I don't play Sombra in ranked.
Ready for
Yeah.
battle.
And there we go. That was exactly what I was asking for, was some high grounds that were, some comps that were conducive to using those high grounds.
And there
Monkey,
you go.
Ball, the Diva.
And we do see Habitai on the Echo. But Saya's locking the Brig.
Incoming in 30 seconds.
Well, I'm excited to see it. Putting that Ana up there and defending her is a really good way. Oh, they're on attack actually. You know what? I think setting up the Ana top left and defending her with a Brig really opens up the map to your team. You don't have to feel quite as much. I think Chronos and Kaneko and Abstract can get really aggressive here.
Yeah, because Echo is more, I suppose, self-sufficient than the Pharah. There's more room for
Attackers incoming.
error. So you don't really need that Mercy just staying with you the whole game. You can rock with a Brig and an Ana and still be perfectly fine. Do you see the Tracer 1v1? Abstract is forced to use his rewind.
Interesting to see Dewey over here on the Pharah, and in fact...
Oh, the Tracer 1v1 is continuing!
Oh,
Abstract gets the health pack, Womology is forced out. You know, I'm not watching the fight. You call the fight. I'm watching the 1v1. Never mind! UI just completely disrespects the 1v1.
crazy headshot. Reminds me of a certain somebody one-shotting Tracers. I think it's interesting, the way UH has gone with the Briggs in here. Lots of damage to go around for sure. And one Bology gets taken out by Jinro here. There we go,
Abstract
excellent diving.
1v5ing.
Oh, the
Oh,
Brig here.
Kibo
The Brig
takes
and
him
the
out.
Zen absolutely popping off, making sure that they can't die up here. That's
Habitai
really
is
big
stuck
for UH.
between a rock and a dragon.
Respect, Whamming gets out of the mech. And we see Habitai go for that Diva copy here. Shibata on point, absolutely destroying both healers now. That's a one fight for UH.
Yeah, we do see multiple ults come out for... Sorry, no, only one. Habitai's copy was the only thing we saw. So both teams have a large amount of ultimates to choose from. We'll
Yeah,
see
absolutely.
probably a nano onto the Winston, up into that top right. Maybe a pulse bomb once they force him back. And there it is. And here comes Abstract, the pulse bomb. Onto the Hanzo. Oh, he's killed out of the dragon! No, he's not. The dragon.
Oh, huge bomb from Respect Whamming. Wow, it was looking a little shady there for a second, but thankfully their ultimates prevailed over C9.
Abstract trying to back cap. Finds them a little bit more percentage than they had before.
One thing I would be a little bit worried about, UH seem to use most of their ultimates, and C9 still has a couple on the board. So I'm thinking this fight may go a little bit better in terms of being able to actually fully count the point.
Here comes the bomb. It goes behind the bubble, but the Brig shield. They do seem to be playing point this time in the C9, and the kills are coming out.
That's what you want to see, 3 kills all at once. That makes it pretty hard for UH to come back here.
60 seconds.
And then getting those final kills, cleaning up.
Cleaning up just a little bit. It did take all of their ultimates, most of their ultimates, but I think that's worth it for a force point cap.
And since they used their ults the fight before, they're actually coming back up on the pulse bomb and the dupe, and even the nano.
It seems like we're in a really good position here. Wombology wins the 1v1 against Abstract.
The Tracer 1v1 has been very back and forth.
You kind of love to see that. A very evenly matched 1v1.
Yeah, I think Wombology's won twice, Abstract has won once. I'm not sure.
Yeah, C9 doing a great job of controlling that high ground, punishing Respect Women for being up there, pushing them off.
Nano comes out onto the Winston once again. Can it find the Brig? It can. Benmo
it
falls.
falls.
Oh! Abstract. Tracer duels down now stands 2-2.
So it looks like UH may be able to have the advantage in this fight. They're still investing ults though, despite having the numbers advantage. And they did absolutely pull that out.
Yeah, they came back. Some kills came in on the hands of C9. They said, no, we don't care. We have ults, we're gonna use them. Abstract makes the swap over to the soldier. No more Tracer 1v1. They ended it at 2-2, but we'll take it.
Yeah, as a... Wow, one Balaji gets the pulse bomb onto Saya. Pulse bombs are going crazy this match from both sides.
They really are.
You're almost not really disappointed in that if you're C9 though, thankfully. You're getting out some of those ultimates, those final ultimates, and charging your own. Dewey kills 2. But I'm really not dissatisfied with that from the side of C9.
Tracer duel, 2-2. It's like they're screaming it at me.
Oh, well, Balaji really is getting a lot of work done on this Tracer.
Yeah, I mean, they're building these pulse bombs really fast, and they're getting a lot of damage and picks. It's doing work.
Yeah, definitely a consistent threat. A thorn in the side of C9, if you will. Looks like C9 is starting to push that card just a little bit, thinking about investing their ultimates. Echo copies the D.Va, dives that high ground, making space for their team. Monkey goes up there with him. The Nano committed, responded to by the Trans and High Noob.
He finds Chronos, but gets taken out by that self-destruct. Both teams have the opportunity to win this. It's fairly even. The minefield comes out from Shimada. And the visor from Abstract.
Hopefully you can find something.
Kind of gets shut down by that
Unfortunately,
D.Va. Oh!
Wow.
Ramen says no. And in the overtime fight, still 3-on-3. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Every time a kill is gained, another one comes, but spawn advantage, I do think, favors UH.
It does look like that as most of their players come back and they're able to pick up the last couple.
Although, C9 is taking it, okay.
D9 makes it back. I'm really happy with that outcome on either team. You got a lot of the enemy's ults out. There's not really a lot on the board, and you're ready to take a dry fight. And I think in the dry fight, it's definitely UH that's kind of the star here. Dewey and Wabology are just able to do whatever they like.
Yeah, they are clicking the heads. We do see Hepatai swap onto the Doomfist. Off of the Echo. Also, the Moira swap.
Moira as well.
Abstract looking to take that high ground. There's a brig up there. And the visor comes out, but his team is fallen.
Never mind. Balaji pulls it out with that 2K. And this is pretty close for C9.
I mean, both teams are about in the same place in the ult economy. Abstract swaps over to the Cass.
Hopefully they can get a nice group up here, as they are. Going ahead to touch the card. Unfortunately, oh, it looks like they are able to somewhat punish Shimada.
Yeah, he's forced away, but they'll be back.
Nice dive on
Cool
the top
Lessons
right.
comes out.
Habutai
Habutai takes on
gets the
Kibo.
Epic rollout.
Man, the kills are coming. Did the D.Va bomb just get stunned? It just sort of stopped moving.
Sure. But that looks like a capped point for C9.
Yes, indeed. They They won in overtime, last 2 fights, but hey, it worked for them.
Yep. Oh, a win is a win, no matter what kind of time you have in the bank.
Initiating match.
And especially with how some of that was going, I bet you they are grateful for that 3 number up there at the top.
Yeah, that fight at the end of the second point was really close, but they came back from spawn and got the kills, pushed it forward. And then when met with overtime again, they said, we're old friends. We'll do it again.
Yep. Both teams seem to be showing some real prowess in kind of different areas. You see a lot of UH DPS popping off, but I'm noticing a lot of C9 tanks taking that space and allowing their DPS to do what they need to do in order to win those fights.
Yeah. And then there's just the support line. No one gives them any love. Who'd play support?
We chose a support player of the match last time. I think it'll be okay. That's enough love for today.
Unlucky. Both teams running the Ana and the Brig, and the Winston and the D.Va. Yeah, I think the variance has all been in the DPS here. We'll see the occasional ball switch.
3, 2, 1.
I think this may be the first time we've seen the Shimada monkey, so I'm excited to see what happens. UH taking an aggressive angle on high ground, kind of getting a soft dive in before going back. If I'm the attacking team here, I'm looking to take a lot of damage, charge a lot of Netto, and then go in pretty quickly.
Sure what Wombology is doing here. Just sort of below the point. Does get found out by Habitai and forces a rewind, but Habitai is very low. Does get healed up.
Oh, Shimada
Takes down Shimada. Trade does come out though. Ooh, taken down. UH still in a solid position here. But Kibo has built their Nano, so we will see the Nano Winston most likely.
For sure, hopefully going up on that top right to try and catch that Brig Ana duo. Looks like there's a lot of resources that UH is dedicating to those two people. Let's see if it works out when the Nano comes through.
They really seem to want to focus Habitai.
Knows in the back line, gets slapped
Oh,
mid-Nano.
Saya gets caught out. And they do get taken down. DUI.
Oh, DUI popping off. A lot of helping him out here.
DUI gets
Getting
3.
this fight looked pretty close, but this looks like a great victory. Worth mentioning, Dewey got 4 picks that fight. Like these two DPS players are consistently in the kill feed on the correct side at that. That's Caster's curse right there. Apologies, one shot.
Oh my, but Doi did not get one shot. He just takes down 3 more. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
That should be better.
He hears us. He knows.
He knows he's absolutely dominating on that Hanzo. And on this second point, that Hanzo can be really strong. There's a lot of angles for him to be able to take. There's a lot of high ground to contest. And his tanks are doing a pretty excellent job of making that space for him to be able to do what he needs to do.
Yeah, when you look at that first fight, you see Shimada just go up to that top right, and he forces a few down, and Doi just makes sure they do not go anywhere. The Dragon comes out, splitting the team, and allows them to take down Chronos. And the cart just steadily moving. Duplicate comes out. 2 divas on the cart. 3 divas on the cart.
Oh, Shimada on Jinro here. Trying to make something happen. Primals.
Tries to take Jinro off the map, but sort of gets pushed away.
That kind of looks like a win for Simba. See, for a second there, we had UH. We saw them have the players, but C9's positioning was pretty dominant throughout that entire fight. They were close together, they were also contesting angles, and unfortunately, UH just kind of got split somewhere in the middle and couldn't keep up.
I'm on fire. Keep on my way.
Habutai is going to stay close to that cart just in case somebody wants to go for a funny play.
Little letter number. The ultimates are rather even on both sides. Perhaps a small advantage for UH with that dragon. Opening up with the Nano Monkey and the bomb. Habutai unfortunately gets the kills on Kaibo. Both healers in the back line of UH are dead.
Yeah, that's going to spell the end of that fight, I think.
You know, I really think that was a...
Go ahead.
I really think that was a great engage from UH. They're consistently kind of doing things like that. They'll nano the monkey in and they'll all kind of follow up behind them. Unfortunately, their backline just got caught out too early there.
Yeah, I think Respect Woman's self-destruct went in directly with the Winston, and because they were trying to avoid the Winston, they also avoided the bomb. So it was sort of like they used 2 ults and only got the value of 1.
Yeah, I'll agree with that for sure.
Abstract does have the self-destruct. He tried to set up on that left side, but was forced out by Kanako.
There we go. Crow Nose bouncing on Wimbology. That's 2 kills from Crow Nose on both of the DPS. And Abstract kills the monkey. I would back up too if I were C9.
Yeah, they do have that nano once again. As well as the primal and the dragon.
Coming up on rally as well. I'm not sure this fight's gonna go too well for C9, just looking at the ultimate charge. They do have that echo copy right there. Hopefully they can get it off early enough to really see some serious value out of it.
One of these teams is going to take a dry fight. Oh, I think we know which team it is. Oh, never mind. They are investing ults. Even up 2 picks, they decide.
Sometimes you have to use those ultimates to fight. It looks like that fight isn't confirmed. Benro uses his rally to try and turn it in their favor. Respect Women and Wimbology able to take out members of the opposing team. Wimbology gets 1 more on Habutai. And aside from a little diva kill here, that looks like a point cap to me.
The little diva kill is taking longer than expected.
Hiding under the cart like that is a small character. It's too much sometimes.
A minute and a half. This is exactly what we saw with C9 on their first attempt.
Yeah, ultimate's up on both sides at this point. I'm looking at that nano engage.
Bomb comes out. Oh,
Nice bomb on Kibo.
C9 finds the kills. And they kept both their support ults and will be building a visor here.
60
There we go.
seconds remaining.
60 seconds left on the clock. This might be a pretty tough one over here from C9. UH, rather. The switching.
Yeah, UH is going to have both tank ults here. Now let's see if they do that throw the Diva Bomb in with the Winston strategy, or if they try to change it up. That may find the Ana. It does. Jinro goes down.
Chrono's making a huge amount of space in the back, kills Kaibo, and gets out.
Yeah.
Just a second though, traded by Wimbology.
Yeah, UH did a good job of splitting the support line so that the front line just died. And one more fight here. Saya is using the rally to buff up that team before they come out those doors.
Definitely starting fights. There we go, 4 players on the cart. Dragon getting a lot of damage. Picks Crow Nose. Wimbology trades the Ana and then himself. Dewey kills the kill on Habutai. Wow, this is just a back and forth fight here. But unfortunately,
Yeah, that's spawn advantage. He's going to come into play. Wait, they leave the cart! Oh no!
No!
A C9.
Wow,
A
they had
C9 by C9.
close.
Score.
And Habutai confirms that with the letter number in chat.
Switching sides.
Wow. This just got a little bit more interesting.
I think that C9 actually had that. There was
Yeah, I
only a
think-
few players left and they had the ults to back it up, but they just walked away.
Yeah, a true C9, not any of that, the fake stuff that we see going on.
No, they just wanted the kills. They wanted to finish off one player. And then the diva comes up and says, no, this is my point. I'll push it in. I don't need you.
Ready for battle.
Respect women, player of the match moment.
Push to the payload, 3 feet.
Those 3 feet were more influential than the 71 meters before it, so.
Incoming in
True,
30
true.
seconds.
Yeah, because that was potentially a lost fight there.
Both teams.
Oh, we do see DUI on the Torbjorn.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's something a little bit unexpected, and maybe even unexpected for C9. We'll see how they are able to respond to that, and if they are able to in the small amount of time that they're allotted.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Everything else seems to be about the same.
A.
We might see the Tracer 1v1 continue.
Turret deployed.
I don't know, if I'm Habutai and I see that Torb, I'm going immediately back to spawn, asking my team to maybe farm nano a little bit but not commit.
Oh, he's not going to see the turret though. He's only going to see Wombology.
Wabology does have that orb from his Zen. Make that fight hard to take.
Back in the fight.
30 seconds.
And slowly, C9.
Apology. He's forced to use recall.
Yeah, it seems like the spam from UH, including the Torbjorn, might end up being a little bit too much for C9.
Yeah, they've got one fight here. And no ults to their name.
And fortunately, Respect Woman kills counter goes back.
Oh, Wombology in the trouble. And Habutai takes him down. Habutai is winning the Tracer duel 3-2.
Set up in that top left position, trying to get contested, but unfortunately Abstract still has that stun.
Can they find that tick? That's the question. They will.
And,
It's now a winnable game. C9 has that.
and this
Mhm.
looks like we can even potentially get more. Dewey's turret rather killing Jinro. That's a really influential pick here.
As you said, best player on the team. 100% accuracy. It still hasn't been taken down. Wombology finds Habutai, and that will be that.
Round 3.
That's over.
I think you
Fortunately,
might be
though,
right. The turret is doing work.
I think the turret has hacks, to be honest with you.
To 3.
It never misses on me.
Switching sides.
Fortunately, though, that is kind of what you want to see on the side of C9. That's the least you could hope for.
Yeah.
Because now they have the opportunity to win this one.
Yeah, there will be no draw on this map. There is only win or lose. So we will see how UH can do in this clutch situation.
Fletcher.
They're gonna have 1 minute, one fight, maybe two, if all goes well.
See if anything.
And we are gonna see the Echo and the Mercy.
Oh, I'm excited to see how Wombology will perform when he has that Mercy pocket. Potentially, you know, much better than if he were alone. Be a lot more
Yeah, you have
aggressive.
a lot more
30 seconds.
potential to go in and not die. More resources devoted to you. You're gonna perform better.
Abstract, though, preemptively on that soldier. So there's still a
Yeah.
chance for C9 to be able to shut that down. We'll have to see.
Especially with the Diva and the Ana as well.
This is not an easy win for either team right now,
5,
by any means.
3,
It's still
No,
anybody's
it's gonna be a
game.
close one.
1. 60 seconds remaining. Defend objective A. Good kitty.
I'm still waiting for that map 5. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see it.
I'm hoping. Alright, looks like UH wants to run down main. C9's got a really good spread of their
Oh,
team.
Abstract just takes Shimada down. That's not
something
good. They need to pull back and play for this next fight. Okay, they do res.
to present.
30 seconds remaining.
I'm not actually sure if that was the right decision though. If they had just regrouped, they could have taken a fight and still had the res. Now they've just lost Shimada again,
Again,
and they cannot regroup now.
60 on the visor as well. Dewey doing his best. Kibo's coming up on that Nano. That might be really influential in just a couple of seconds coming up.
Yeah, Jinro has his nano as well. Screw nano.
No letter numbers this time. It's both tanks. UH go ahead and touch the point. Yumana tries to get on the top right and back line. There's that abstract visor I was talking about.
Oh.
And the nano to boot. Finds 380 for Bluwu. And it looks like this one might be over for UH. And it's just the baby diva here. That's that.
Yeah. And we are at an even game here, 1-1. Both teams have taken a map, but neither one has been a blowout, that's for sure.
Absolutely. These are some really good games. I'm seeing a lot of good play coming out from both teams, especially with, you know, the engages, the Neto monkeys going in, making space. And we see a lot of the DPS pop off because of that. I think these next couple matches are going to be really, really fun to watch.
Nice bomb. The diva showing some love to the enemy diva.
Off tanks always respect each other.
Is that so? Yeah, we DPS just trash talk. We just
That's
ego
all-
duel the other one. Yeah, you're
that's all
trash,
DPS
man.
though.
You lost to me? No, you're not good. The third map is payload escort.
Escort. And I forget what exactly the map pool is.
We have Havana, we have Rialto, which everybody always picks, and we have Root.
Honestly, I'm hoping for a little bit of Havana or Root to mix it up some.
Everybody picks Rialto. I don't think I've ever seen somebody pick Route 66. I've
No,
seen
I-
Havana
Route
for
66,
teams
I've
that
seen
prefer the
Havana.
double shield,
Yeah.
but these guys have run a lot of dive. They could do Route. Route's a pretty solid dive map, I suppose.
Yeah, I love seeing what kind of things come out on Route. 'Cause all the points are kind of different. First point's great for dive. Second point, great for dive, poke maybe even. And third is an excellent brawl point. You got to really be able to flex onto different things as a whole team.
Mm-hmm. Adapt to you.
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Oh dear. No map choice yet. I'm not sure if they're taking a break or... Oh, we're switching sides again?
Oh my goodness.
Are
They're
we?
trying to kill me.
Gusty is in.
There you go. C9 and UH now, not UH and C9.
Actually, I don't think they switched sides. I think they just forgot to change the names of the team in the previous one. Because UH was the red team last time, correct? No, they did
C9
change.
was.
No, they're changing every time. Okay. Ah, they're messing with my head.
Yeah, they're trying to make our job difficult.
Still have yet to pick him out. We do see Gusty coming back in, so I'm surprised they'd do that preemptively without knowing the map. Although, no, C9 does not pick the map. It's UH's pick.
Interesting. I agree. It is weird to swap out that player before you know. Maybe they have something up their sleeves.
Or maybe they just want to give their players an equal time.
Equal playtime. Never heard of it. Go for the players that'll win you the matches. That's what I go with. Jinro versus Benro.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember. Who won the Tracer duel? I don't think we ever finished it. I think it got interrupted. Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Oh,
may be
bio
taking a
break,
break
okay.
here.
Yep, and I think that's a excellent time for me to go refill my water bottle. So I will be right back.
hello. We are back. We've got C9 6 and UHA team. They are both 1-1, and we are here on Route 66.
Route 66.
Who will come
not
out
a
on
map
top?
we've seen a lot in this tournament.
Yeah, I think I've seen it one time.
Incoming in 30
Yeah, I watched a lot of the matches, and most players seem to avoid it. Do you remember which team had the pick here?
Well, last match went to C9, so it would be UH.
Yeah. So let's see what
And
UH has up their
UH.
sleeves. Potentially a strat that will, run it down.
UH seems to be running that dive comp. And I mean, I'll agree with them. If you're strong on dive, this is probably the best map for you.
For points 1 and 2 for sure. Point 3,
Stop the
kind of dark.
That's where it gets questionable.
Yeah.
We do see the double shield on the side of C96.
Double shield, that looks like a Rissa Diva to me.
I'm sorry, I can't read, you know?
Which
I
is a
see
little bit
Abyssa.
different, but
Yeah,
we'll see how it works out.
they know something we don't.
Looks like there's a lot of poke
Oh,
ball trying to find a way in, but
The
Gusty
ball.
not letting it happen.
You will not pass. Oh, Doi takes down Abstract. The Hanzo diff. Start the Hanzo duel counter.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it looks like so far C9 has been really disciplined in not dropping from that high ground. And
Yeah, this is where it's going to pay off. Right here, they can contest the cart right from that angle. Or they can give it up. They do find a pick on the
that
Shimada,
looks
but
like a really big
Dragon.
splits the team off. Immortality comes out from the side of C9.
Yeah, Jinro getting a lot of value with that lamp. Abstract taking out Respect Woman. There's no tanks online for there. And there it is, the kills are coming in, the double shield. Patience has paid off.
Gotta love
And that's how that comp
deep
works.
shield goes in, so.
When you're playing dive, you want to go in there fast to get your picks when you fight. Double shield, exactly the opposite. Play long, play long fights, and sustain.
I will
And now they have every ult online.
every ult for sure. I will say UH really didn't have the chance to engage with that Ball Diva Tracer because of Gusty's excellent rig play so far. Getting really good
Once
moves,
again.
making sure they don't get to engage. Wow,
He
so
comes out,
low
finds
EMP.
two.
Transcendence from the side.
Oh,
Ooh, 2 kills from C9 here.
Woman uses that bomb. Will it get shielded? They don't even need it.
I think that it's a winnable fight for them. Gusty gets the pick on Zen and Binro. That feels like that fight's over.
That
Not
being
without these
said,
very good ults.
UH has 4 ults. No, sorry. 4 ults coming up, and C9 has 2. It's always hard to tell with that Diva mech.
It is. Yeah, C9 used 2 really big influential ults there. Rissa ult and
Dragon comes
that
out.
ult's finally able to
Shimada
be
finds
stable.
Gusty.
Gusty. Dewey headshot onto Jinro. That's 3 already. 4 make it. And this looks like a 1 fight for UH.
Gusty swaps off to the Lucio.
Are we gonna see a brawl swap coming in?
payload has reached the checkpoint.
Doesn't look like it, but that may just be because they have to lock this for that last fight here because of spawn room changing. Chronos gets taken down. This is where we're gonna see. Are they going to swap to that Reinhardt? Maybe a Sigma or something. Doesn't look like it. We're sticking the Orisa.
The Orisa with the Lucio.
And UH in a really good spot here, pushed up really far. Yeah, if you're C9, you don't like this because you need long sightlines. Now you have nothing. Oh, and the dragon.
Right there, going in the hallway. Splits off Pro nose.
Jinro throws his lamp, but sacrifices himself.
Who gets it going?
Betterment of the team.
UH is doing a really good job of taking the space and holding it. Make sure that, C9 doesn't have the opportunity to get those angles and poke them out.
We do see Habutai with the EMP. He's going around. potentially on the Zenyatta.
Yeah, a really big kill on the Zenyatta here might make this fight particularly winnable. Unfortunately,
They're not gonna
they're
touch?
early and they're not touching.
Didn't really have the opportunity to.
I suppose so.
Yeah, this double shield, I really think they need to switch it up because UH is just playing this perfectly.
Yeah, it's
Holding
a-
up far, making sure they cannot set up.
Oh no, I thought Kaneko was gonna go on the hog there.
Just getting the mech back, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, a massive minefield.
I want to see this EMP come out pretty early in this fight, because I really don't want them on this composition for much longer. I think
UH is just keeping the pressure on. Ult after ult.
They are technically even right now, though. 2 DPS down.
Window comes out.
Abutai
But
seems
in
really
a weird
reluctant to
space.
use that EMP. I think it could lead to a really quick fight, but with how they're getting steamrolled right now, it seems like that's
They do seem to be stabilizing here. They've pushed them back.
Oh, but
Whoa, Kiba with the
Just a little
trends.
late.
And now that EMP's just free reign.
Yeah, that might actually be a costly mistake, considering Habutai was patient and does still have that EMP up. Crow knows with the bongo as well. Hopefully they don't stack him up, and I think they have a really great opportunity to ult cycle them here.
Minefield comes up first. There's a habit here of not ulting first in the side scene. And I get that it's double shield, you want to play patient, but you can't play to their strengths either. And Dive wants to take it fast, and that's what they're doing.
They did use both of their really big influential ults. They're coming up on window and bomb, but I'm not sure that's going to be too big of a deal for this dive composition. Actually, they've swapped onto the brawl,
Ooh,
so there's pretty big potential for that window coming in soon.
Brawl is not what you want to run into a double shield, but it may work because you can get up on this high ground rather easily.
4 DPS traded so far.
Pulse Bomb just takes them off of it.
Habitai trying to 1v1 into Macklin as well, getting some value. Oh, that brawl is actually doing a little bit of work, taking some pretty solid space. Force the Diva Bomb. There's the bomb in response to the high noon. Immort comes out, so does
Oh
Dragon.
no!
Whoa, huge from Dewey. 3
Oh my
from
goodness.
Dewey. And there may be some contesting here, but that seems like a cat on the side of UH.
Oh, Gusty just destroyed.
Focus down that ball, focus down a few targets.
Abatai coming out on the Doomfist, trying to get some time.
There's absolutely potential for 0-0 here. Oh, the shatter comes through though, and 21 seconds left on the clock. This might be a tough one to beat for C9.
Yeah, I mean, UH played that really well. The double shield was just getting shredded. And although they did manage to get a little held up on that third point, I think that was a solid push.
For sure.
When you get 3 points on an escort map, you're happy.
Yeah, absolutely. That last point does turn into a 2 CP like situation with the defense respawns coming in so fast. I really want to see C9 be a little bit more flexible here. I think they stuck to the Orisa composition a little bit too long, the Orisa Sombra, and it really felt like their team didn't have a whole lot of synergy with each other.
I might be wrong here, but I think they only had the one EMP, right? Or maybe 2?
I believe they had 2. So like,
Yeah.
the characters individually were performing, but unfortunately, together they didn't quite work so well.
Switching
So
it up a
far.
little bit. We've got C9 on the Brawl now. Not the Brawl, sorry, the Dive now.
Yeah, that definitely
And we
seems a little
see-
bit more conducive to that Sombra pick.
Respect Woman on the Sigma. Sigma Ball.
I'm a fan of the Sigma Ball. Got Chaos, you got some stability for your team. You got the the ball tracer able to go into the enemy's back line, messing things up. Like the Brig and Zen pick as well. It seems like it's going to be a tough defense to crack.
Oh, we're continuing the Tracer 1v1. Yes. It's back.
Sombra pressuring the back line of UH rather. Yeah, the Monkey's definitely going to have a bit of a hard time trying to get up there against this composition. Even soft back from Jolt Charge. Looks like he might get melted pretty fast.
That comes out on the respect.
Wow,
Boy, finds Juno's head.
Apology really farming that pulse bomb. Already 84%.
Yeah, twice as much as Habitai.
It's just because Habitai can't quite get those angles in, you know, with the Brig and the Zen up top, with the Sigma kind of protecting both of them. That's really tough to get into. So
Abstract. Looking for some ult charge. That comes out onto Benro. Benro doesn't even take a single hit of damage.
Wow, Habitai kills Wombology here. Unfortunately, it's going to amount to nothing for C9.
Oh, the stick onto. Oh, it gets support.
Habitai. That was exactly what C9 needed in order to secure this point.
The flashy plays. The life of a
Plays the
DPS
Tracers.
player.
The Tracers are the stars. I'm really, I'm thinking C9 might have an easier time coming up in the next point. They have the Sombra EMP in about 20%. They have the Nano.
I don't think this point's over yet. I think they're going to get a recontest here. And they're going to invest the ults into it. The Sigbox finds nothing, but...
Chronos juggles the Brig. That's a particularly hard thing to do. Gonna code this kill and respect one. And I think as much as UH wants it, this point is close now.
Yeah, they did invest the Flux, but it found nothing. Doesn't really matter to them that much. They've got 5 other ults to work with.
That is true. We're certainly going to see that EMP coming out in this next fight. Maybe an EMP Nano Monkey into their team.
That
and
could
I think that's
definitely
going to be
work.
a pretty easy team wipe.
Or perhaps an EMP bomb.
Something of the sort for sure. Bro knows. The Shimada ball going down early is not great for UH.
Here comes the bomb.
Oh, they
And
just had
that's all they really needed. They did use the nano onto the Winston. Oh, and he gets booped. Completely shut down by the ball. He just happened to roll through.
That's okay. I mean, you still see them down one tank. Wombology gets a pulse bomb onto Genro. There's that
And he
EMP.
finds
It gets
4.
this in. Unfortunately, they're not able to find a kill on Zen, but they are on Dewey. Those defensive minds.
Out comes the Transcendence. A lot of ults popped for both teams.
And it seems to have gone in the favor of UH. Yeah, I think a little bit more coordination there from C9 would have made that a little bit easier for the team.
Yeah, the EMP took 4, but they only found the kill onto the 1. Doi.
Yeah, and that break rally is probably going to make it even more difficult than it was a second ago because of all that armor.
Habitai in danger here. Gets out with 1 health. Oh no! Respect Woman hunts them down. Habitai's pulse bombs are scary.
They are absolutely. He's a threat.
For that matter, so are Wombologies. Both Tracers are dangerous.
Pro knows really securing a few kills. Respect Woman gets a kill on Gusty with the bomb. That's not great for C9.
Ana and Winston, the dynamic duo, pushing the payload. Habitai comes to join them on their adventure. Nano comes out. Does look like Dewey is going to go down.
More kills for C9.
And there we have it.
It's working out pretty well, but to be honest with you, I'd really like to see a little bit more coordination from the side of C9. Their ultimates are not always in sync with each other, and they're not really engaging on the same target. It feels like a lot of these fights are sloppy, and they're winning, I dare say, because of luck.
We do see UH swap over to the Brawl. They've got Shimada on the Ryan, Kibo on that Baptiste.
And again, that's an excellent swap for this point. Considering how close
Lumber's
range
looking for the EMP. This could be massive. Oh, it's gonna be an EMP bomb.
EMP bomb.
It's gonna find 3. Oh,
the lamp
Shimada gets
saves
kept by the
Reinhardt.
lamp, but not for long.
Wow, and that is a team wipe for C9.
Well, there's your ults in sync.
It absolutely was. I said it, and they knew they had to pull through. They still have 3 ults online. And
Boy, the
have a
only
tie
one with
with
an
that
ult.
pulse bomb once again. Darius Brad.
Apology finds nothing with his. Have a tie as well. Both pulse bombs empty. But Chronos.
Makes it up for them. Chrono's been consistently
Oh my
juggling
goodness.
his targets very well. And this may be a really quick cap for C9.
I'm actually very surprised they ran the double shield. Chronos on the Winston is just insane. I say that, he walks into a bomb.
There's not a whole lot you can do to avoid it. But there goes that point. 1 minute and 51 seconds to 1 minute.
Almost twice the time bank, looking pretty good for C9.
Switching sides.
Now I bet they're going to roll out on that Winston again. Now that they have
Curious
the
to see what they'll
confidence
do on
to so.
defense.
Initiating match.
Will they run the dive comp, or will they go back to their double shield? Or will they try something completely new? Maybe they'll run Roadhog Ball.
That's not something we'd see out of these teams. I hope. And we'll see.
And we have dive. Oh, no. Well, now they're swapping roles. Shimada on the... Wait, double shield on attack. Okay.
You know what,
Interesting
double-
choice for
both
UH.
attacking. I think I'm kind of with it. Dewey has the ability to pop off when Balaji can flank and do his own thing. And the core of the team, all together, you know, I think they can pull it out.
Just a little weird to me that they'd run it now as opposed to some other time. But, you know, if
Perhaps
they can
it's
do it,
it's their
props to
ace
them.
in the sleeve. Didn't want to run it at first.
Yeah, they kept it a secret. Shh. They're gonna walk.
60 seconds remaining.
Alright.
Stop the payload.
Oh, no. We see... Oh, never mind.
Okay, C9 still on this dive composition. Looks like they're...
They know
playing their
Kronos is
high
here. What are they gonna do about it? Oh, he's in danger.
A lot of that. I'm
Get
impressed
out.
that Chronos made it out of that one alive. It seems like a lot of damage focused in one place.
Actually, his health bar didn't go down that much. I think the armor just powered through.
Seconds remaining.
Abstract, on the other hand, is 1 health.
Excellent coordinated dive. The lamp comes out for UH.
Kronos farming that primal.
He absolutely is. He's getting the
On
resources.
Jinro, the nano.
They have no lamp now.
Yeah, they really want this nano. They're gonna have it here.
Gonna go get stuck in. Gusty, excellent pick on Dewey. That may be the decider for this fight.
Nano's gonna
Looks like
come
that
out.
lamp goes down. And
Primal.
Gusty gets another pick on a Benro. Abstract on Respect Woman. Well, I've got to say, C9 played that really well. Nice and patient, built their ults, and then when it was time, they went in.
Yeah, again, I'm just kind of confused that they opted for that double shield because they played the dive so well.
Score.
Perhaps on the defense, it might be a little bit easier for him.
Sides.
Yeah, comfort pick or something along those lines.
Initiating match.
Although we say that, but they just rolled with dive there.
Well, I guess we will have to see just several seconds here.
What will UH run on the defense?
Yeah, I
they
kind of enjoy
stick to
this.
their dive?
It's unpredictable, right?
Ready for
Oh,
You see it a lot
brawl.
coming
All
from
right.
teams. Brawl. Okay.
I think we've seen what brawl versus double shield. Brawl on sorry, dive on attack versus double shield defense. Dive on attack versus dive defense.
incoming.
Double shield on attack versus dive defense. And now brawl on defense versus dive on attack.
Yeah, both teams. trying to
Oh,
figure
they're
out
gonna
how to
hold in the
work.
train. They're
Oh,
gonna
it
hold
looks
in the
like the
train.
spawn camp strategy is the one for them. Trying to get that time bank down nice and low. I'm not sure they'll have more than one fight regardless, but I'd love to see it.
They didn't get the payload very far, so
5, 4,
they may get a second recontest.
1.
But I mean,
Incoming.
it's not a bad play. They do know.
Scouted pretty quickly by Habitai. Rushing out, trying to kill that Brig.
Oh,
Actually gets to pick on Augusta
Chronos and
Kaibo.
Abstract.
Unfortunately, dies. That might be a really fast, short-lived spawn camp. Yep, and that nade coming through kind of confirms that. Looks like they're just trying to take as much time off as possible, but they're kind of staggering themselves here. I'm not sure they're gonna have a full team fight. before
Yeah,
they
I'm
need to
thinking maybe
contest.
3 or 4. The Reinhardt and Baptiste are on their way, followed by the Lucio. We've got Dewey on the Soldier now.
Apology on the Tracer. Hopefully he's able to pop off.
Kamada, though, is going to get taken down if he doesn't get some help. He did a good job stalling the card. Wombology
Here we
finds
go,
Abstract.
Bombology
This
getting
is
that
what they
pick we were
wanted.
talking about.
Kamada dangerously low. Almost takes him down with the help from the anti-mid.
There we go, and Dewey set up on the high ground in that nice power position that you want to see. Either takes juice to contest him or kill Kaibo the bear. And that was an easy answer. Abstract gets the kill on Dewey. Bomb comes out as well, and that's
Oh
a 2K
my.
for both sides. But
But-
unfortunately,
No one left alive for UH.
Victory.
C96 takes the second map. They now lead 2-1.
yeah, C9.
But once again, all maps very close.
The game.
Of course, yeah. C9 actually struggled a little bit that map even. In
Mhm.
finding what they wanted to play. That Orisa D.Va composition was a little bit weird to me, and they kind of stuck it for a while. But once they found that footing in that monkey composition, it wasn't really that close. It felt like they dominated pretty hard.
I think the synergy between Chronos and Jinro is just there.
Mhm.
The Ana Winston gameplay is peak right there.
And I wonder even if that'll carry into the next match.
Gusty Toxic. Oh dear. Wait, what happened with Dewey?
Didn't see.
Oh, 3 kills, I think. On the Baptiste. Yeah.
Oh,
Right, we are going to a 2CP map here. Actually, it's 2-1, right? Yeah, so no matter what, we're playing another control map. If they draw here, we still have 2 more.
it would make for an even more interesting
7 map
match.
series? Huh?
I mean, this is. You said it yourself. These teams are relatively evenly matched.
Oh, I completely agree. Yeah, they're both best at dive, I think, and they're both playing really well. They make some mistakes here and there, but it's very close. Anybody could take this map. Anybody could take this match. It's just that's how it is.
Yeah, and I'm hoping to see that map 5, only because I want to see more of both of these teams. They're doing so well. There's a lot of back and forth to be had. Lots of players popping off. I mean, you have the Wombology, the Habitai and Abstract, and the Chronos especially with all of those primals. That felt out of left field to me, but it feels like he really knows what he's doing with his juggles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Chronos is performing very, very well. once again, getting that support from Jinro and the follow-up from the DPS players, it's quite nice.
I agree. Oh no, they chose Volskaya. I hate Volskaya.
I think of the three, yeah, Volskaya is the worst.
Wait, why did you
I
choose
prefer
Volskaya?
Horizon Lunar Colony to Volskaya.
Yeah. Hanamura is a close second though. Don't get me wrong.
Second what?
Second worst. Very close second worst.
Oh.
The 2CP map type is only good when it's on Anubis.
No. How could you say such a thing? When we just came off of Escort.
Well, I don't know. We saw you know, a lot of different compositions come out on the map and a lot of different players popping off.
Yeah, and on
felt really
Volskaya, we're
interesting.
going to see Bastion, Sim, right?
Well, we've seen teams run it. Our team has run it. So we'll see what happens.
Hydration check, you know? Hydrate or dihydrate?
Hydrate or dihydrate, indeed.
Deer with the aggressive hydration check.
Hydration's important. Deer takes it very seriously.
Goat's last map, you know?
Big Goat's last map.
That's what Kanako had to say. UH is ready. Is the desk ready?
I think the desk is ready.
I'll take that as a ready. Now await C9 6, and they are up 2-1 here. They have the two map in a row momentum buff. They all do 5% more damage, I think. Is that how that works?
The golden gun buff?
No, they just won 2 maps in a row buff.
Oh yes, yes, it is a 5% bonus. The golden one I was talking about is a 15% bonus. So
Oh, the golden gun.
yes, of course.
Yeah, but if they disable skins in their mode, they lose that.
Are skins disabled?
I don't know. One of the codes is, one of the codes isn't. Abstract. Going in. Oh dear. My friends in the UCFB team do not like the going in
Is there a stigma
call
against it?
Yeah, it's I don't know.
Something
All right,
interesting,
shall we see the double shield?
I'm hoping not. That's kind of the most boring composition that we can see come out. I would really like to see, honestly, a dive.
Dive
probably
Volskaya.
not
That just
gonna happen
sounds
on
wrong, but we are.
There we go. On both sides, even it looks like they're gonna try and run something like that.
Interesting.
Respect woman probably gonna touch that diva. There we go.
There it is.
Attackers incoming.
Yeah,
in
this
30
will be an
seconds.
interesting match. We see the abstract Sombra once again. This time not hindered by the Orisa diva composition.
You're right. I keep calling it double shield. They didn't run double shield. They ran Orisa Diva.
It's okay. If I
It's
correct
a
you every
poke
time,
comp.
I look like an asshole, so-
3, 2,
They ran the poke comp. Let's go with that.
attackers incoming.
That's fair.
Both teams on the speed, the dive. Go in, get your
Oh
kills,
wow,
take the
Shimada
fight.
taking the hard flank behind them.
Yeah.
As Ball can do.
Gonna look for the support line. Just sort of playing cautiously.
Yep, that's okay. They're taking space pretty slowly on the right side, but surely nonetheless. It feels like C9 is playing very, very cautiously. In that Mega room, that Mega hacked their Sombra.
Abstract dangerously low. Good Habitat taken down. Across the side of the map. Oh my. T9 in danger.
There we go, and C9 crumbles
Abstract.
beneath
Finds
the,
two.
There's not much more to be said. That fight is over.
Yeah, it was a long fight, but it was just waiting for them to get set up. Once they got set up, it was a very fast fight.
Absolutely. I love the patience from UH there to know that they can't engage before they're all ready. And, you know, they got there, and they did. They won.
Lost.
Mm-hmm.
New defense.
5.5 minutes. That's a pretty solid time bank.
Rather large one. We've seen something similar tonight.
Yes.
So we know that it is still winnable.
Of course.
UH over here got a lot of ults.
Symbology.
It doesn't find anybody, unfortunately. They still have the bomb and coming up on Dragon and Mines as well.
Kairos launching himself into the backline. He does get taken down. Doi finding the kills.
Abstract too. The backline's playing just a little bit too far back. And that bomb might find nobody, in fact. But the Dragon
Doi
does-
getting slept. Wow, this is looking like a very strong push from UH.
UH seems
They're just finding
rather
kill after kill.
using their ultimates. And C9 really hasn't even had the chance to respond to theirs.
Chronos, big
Oh my
primal.
gosh, Juggles too. This may be exactly what they need to stay in the fight. Chronos down
EMP
now.
comes out.
Abstract uses the EMP.
Coming back with Transcendence, but at least the minefield isn't going to give value.
That bomb
And now the
coming out.
bomb comes in.
Finds no
Oh,
big
but taken out before the
and Gusty
remake. It's just Abstract and Gusty now. Although,
All I
that
have to
2CP
say,
madness.
yeah, that's what I was about to go for. All I have to say is that 2CP saved their ass there. Because
Unreal.
kind of got handed to him by UH.
Yeah, I mean, if those respawn timers weren't so skewed, there's no way they would have won that, because they lost like 4 times the amount of people that UH did.
They did, but
Apology.
you know, I will
Still
say they
playing
still have
aggressively.
4 minutes. Dewey gets a quick early pick onto Jinro, and that is their go-ahead to end.
And without the Ana, these tanks are gonna fall fast. Chronos down.
Just like that. Well, Balaji gets the kill onto Chronos. Dewey
Boy.
popping off. It's another kill.
Oh my, the 4-man EMP. And that
Unfortunately, not
looks
even
like that's gonna
followed
be
up
it.
on. Anode Baby to try and stay alive.
3.5
3.5 minutes.
Yeah, that's a solid time bank.
That
Almost as
absolutely
much as what they started with.
Score.
This is a new UH we are seeing here.
Side.
it is.
I mean, they're just
Indeed.
playing so differently than they did in the previous
Initiate
matches. I'm not sure if that's just what they do on 2CP or if they've
Maybe
just
they found their
decided.
home on the dive, the ball dive, just like C9 found theirs. And
Mhm.
Chronos still, even that round, was popping off with his juggles, but couldn't pull
A
through
lot-
with the amount of ults.
A lot of the reason that Chronos wasn't getting as much value as before was because the DPS were just constantly taking down Jinro and forcing Kineko to peel for Jinro. So Chronos is just in there alone, and there's just not a whole lot he can do without the resources.
Yeah, when he has the resources, he can do everything for the team. But when the rest of his team falls apart around him, unfortunately, he can't be the only solo carry.
What is the statue pointing at?
The statue? The big golden one? I don't know. It looks kind of like Brig. Taller. The giant
Russian
robot
Brig?
walking around.
4,
Russian
3,
Brig.
2, 1.
Okay. Once again,
Both teams running the dive.
absolutely, and it's fun to watch. So I'm not complaining about it at all.
Yeah.
Defense matrix activated.
Doi back on that Hanzo, ready to click some heads.
As he was doing just a moment ago.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a nice, clean left side rotation from C9 here.
Yeah. Choosing a different path than what UH did to them. Always good to see the different strategies.
Certainly, and to each their own. They're setting up quite well here.
Well, they're maybe deciding that it wasn't the best place to go.
Well,
They're
I appreciate
really
that
split
adaptability
here.
of the team. Kaneko P? There we go. Kaneko was AFK. Perhaps a DC. And that is an
Yeah,
unfortunate stop to their push.
true. Well, we are almost 50 seconds in here. And not really much has happened. Abstract
Yeah, I
with only
agree.
16% of their ult. Benro 9. I
Yeah,
mean,
no
there's
ults
just not a
really
whole lot
built.
going on. No real aggressive plays from either team, just sort of
Staging,
taking
right?
angles and getting ready.
Jinro does have 60% on that nano, which is
Yeah,
the highest
Jinro
amount
and
of ult
Chronos
charge.
have been farming that.
Yeah. Maybe that's their strategy. Build that nano, and then they're able to go in on that Zen and Brig with the nano monkey.
It's time for Hawk to stop casting and go in there and fill in as the off tank.
If only. No, I'm having such a good time on the desk. I wouldn't want to do that. Hope everything's okay though. I don't want this match to end like this.
Yeah, that would be unlucky because, I mean, this is probably the closest one I've seen. I said that about the last one, but I think this might have it beat.
Yeah, they keep proving you wrong, and that's a good thing. I like seeing good
Yeah.
Overwatch be played.
True and real.
I think it might be due for a pause on the audio, just in case until they get back.
Alright, well, after a brief pause, not really that brief actually, it's more than 15 minutes, we are down Kimiko, so there is a 5v6. C9 is going to try and take this without their off tank.
And considering how close the games have been so far,
That is not
I'm
good.
not sure if that's winnable or not. But I like the confidence. We're going into it.
They are up 2-1, correct? So they are hoping, I guess, that they can find someone while this map plays out, maybe? And then if they do happen to lose it, they bring in the...
Excellent Denim.
That being said, Chronos in the back.
Oh, when Balaji and Dewey get those kills.
Technology makes the tracer do it.
Yeah, unfortunately you can't trade while you're down
Yeah,
players.
yeah.
So you have to pretty solidly win that fight.
A lot of ults online for UH.
Yep, and as
And
a
there's
C9,
nobody
what
to
do you
eat
really
that
do in
pulse
this
bomb or
situation?
that dragon.
Yeah. I feel like you have to save up all 6 ults and use them all at once and hope that the
5.
enemy doesn't have theirs. Or all 5. Yep. Dewey, excellent headshot on the Gusty. And I almost feel guilty casting this.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just not a whole lot you can do when you're in a 5v6 situation.
Abstract gets hunted down.
Oh no. Yeah, this is just a slaughter. Carnage.
It goes to show you how close
Gusty's
it
just
was.
walking against the wall. Alright, everybody seems to be set up, ready to go. They do have 3, almost 4 ults coming up here.
And again, I wouldn't expect them to use them, but it looks like Abstract might be getting ready for that MP. Hacks the Diva exclusively. Diva falls back to that Mega. Actually, they get the ball as well.
They get 2, they're actually up 2.
They're up 1. That Transcendence didn't look like it did too much for UH.
Up 3.
Wow, and uses the rally, Chronos popping off.
C96 is actually in a good spot to win this. And it looks like they may even take this down a player. They do lose Jinro. That is not ideal. And then a stick onto Gusty.
Oh my goodness, that's
They're not
good.
even going to get a tick.
Wow, what an excellent comeback from UH. I guess that's what happens when you're down 1 player.
That was so unfortunate. They were up like... They had 4 kills, but I guess they were only up 3. And then just it all fell apart with that Diva bomb for the stall. I'm actually not sure how Jinro died to that bomb. It didn't look like it should have hit him.
Well, it do be like that, as they say. They've traded officially, and now they're down 2.
EMP comes
catches
out, finds 3, but
Not sure it really means too much at this point.
it allows Chronos to get Wombology. But it's Habitai against the world right now, and there they go. Unlucky.
Lucky.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna say good map after that one, because that
No.
was a little...
Yeah. Quite disappointing.
Well, I predicted it would go to map 5, didn't I? And here we are.
They are. Is this the first map 5 of the tournament?
Ten minutes to find a sub. What, do we have anybody?
Me!
I mean, like, you're casting. Is, Kevin?
Yeah, in theory. There's somebody else offer, because I've offered twice. And I feel like I'm pushing it.
Savage's game is ending. We could put, what? Savage's tank SR is too high, but what about Kevin?
Is my SR too high?
Think so.
This isn't my main though. Does it count by main? Or does it count by the count I'm currently on?
It counts your highest account. I'm gonna be right back.
To be fair, that's like low diamond.
All right, we've got Bastion, Roadhog. Looks like a good map.
This
Yeah,
looks like
we're back.
there we
We're
go.
back. We've got UH and C9. Wait, yeah, UH and C9-6 on Oasis. Did we swap sides? No, C9 still blue.
I'm still blue. And thankfully C96 is in fact 6
6.
this map. Slight technical difficulties on Keneko's side, but we're back. And hopefully it stays that way.
Yeah, we definitely hope to see it because it was such a close match and then we just lost a player and that changed some things. Abstract locking the Pharah. I like to see it. No
I'm with
mercy.
it. Well, Balaji
But, you know-
probably going to be back on that Tracer. Just TPing out of spawn here.
What they might do is put Gusty on speed boost, get everybody out the door, and then swap Mercy, or just swap Mercy now.
3, 2, 1.
Fair enough. Oh, Jinro did.
Wait.
Slightly late?
Lucio Mercy?
They're keeping the Lucio Mercy.
I mean, it's a ball comp. You've got Tracer Ball. You don't really need that much sustain, unless Sabotage is...
Dewey gets an excellent opening pick. It looks like a lot of the staging is happening on the right side of the map, at least for the back lines. Respect Lemon can kill on Gusty. Crow Nose trades back with Kaiba the Bear.
Jinro just decided he was immortal.
I guess the Lucio
cast
pick is
shot him.
probably the right one then. Oh, so close to getting run over by that car there. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh, you love to see that. Respect Women. Absolutely rolled by the car. Meanwhile, on point, it looks like C9 is winning this fight.
They're back.
Has to close it out a little bit. I know,
Disappointed
UH is
with
still in
the
this fight, so
performance.
kind of go back a little bit.
Performance, I suppose. Yeah, UH, they have the Wombology Pulse Bomb. We know how good that is.
Oh, there we go. C9 takes that point. So now, is it really advantageous to continue the fight if you're down?
Oh, they take down Chronos. They have 2 ults from their DPS to work with. Can they get anything with this?
Just like that,
It
unfortunately.
may
Habitat-
zone out the Pharah. God, no kills. And actually, that may have cost them because they lost some time. Never mind. Oh, Wombology!
Oh my goodness. I've come to respect the pulse bombs on both sides, but that one was a tad unfortunate. And C9 cleans up.
recovers. They lost their Pharah Mercy and their Tracer, but Chronos just said no.
Absolutely did. Dewey absolutely doing his best to try and pull this point out. Let's see if he can get a few more picks here, and maybe it'll translate to a fight win.
Abstract does have that barrage. Here comes the bomb from Kineko. And the minefield in the same spot. That's creative. Yeah, Kronos is popping.
Chronos definitely seems to have found his home in the dive composition. He's really thriving here, I guess on the ball and on the monkey.
Abstract still with the barrage. Didn't have to use it that fight. Gusty will have their Valkyrie as well. But we will have Trans and Rally online for UH.
Maybe this next fight, it seems relatively
They're gonna
even
try and
for
set their
both
cast up.
sides. There we go, starting with the rally. I love that aggressive rally. It's a lot of armor on that Zen in the backline, keeps him up.
Oh,
Dewey.
Dewey with 4 shots onto the Pharah. And here
Dewey
comes the...
is gonna go. Oh, the Dewey high move goes 3. That's 4 this fight total, and maybe even one more.
Another
There
one.
we go. A 5K for our Fame Tracer player on the, not our Fame Tracer player, our famed cast player, rather.
Yeah, I mean, not much to say there. The fight was just the Dewey show. He got set up on that high ground and said, hi. I knew.
And let's see if he can do it again. Starting off with Habutai, an all-important pick. Abstract trades back with Benro.
Keep in mind, Abstract still has the barrage, and there it is.
Wow, look at that right there.
Well, Pulse Bomb comes out. Wimbology! That's 2 for 2.
Twice.
Oh my
Having a bit of an
goodness.
off game. Gusty comes in with the res on Crow Nose. It looks like E9 is probably going to be the one to pull this fight out. And
Wimbology
if
is
so,
not
that would
happy.
be this point. There goes the zoning bomb. Perhaps a bit too early. But nevertheless,
Does work
that's the point.
quite well. Yeah, UH having some difficulties. Doi getting 5 was the only fight they managed to actually pull out and win.
Yeah, I would say
Wimbology's
UH having
Pulse
some.
Bombed into twice.
Yeah, that's rather unfortunate. I wouldn't say UH is having difficulties as much as Doi's team is having difficulties, because Doi certainly is not.
Oh, we've got a Kronos on the Reinhardt. I don't think we've seen that yet.
We have not, but it looks like he's trying to flex and show off everything for us, and from what I've seen, I'm kind of excited.
I mean, this map definitely does favor Brawl more so than the rest, I'd say.
One.
For
So
sure,
it makes
which is
sense.
potentially Wimbology is locking that. Nope, right back on that Tracer. Trying to redeem himself potentially after last round. Looks like C9 takes up most of the space at the beginning. Speeding into the back
Oh,
line.
Shimada does take down Abstract. And Kronos swinging the hammer. Dangerously low. Oh my goodness! You know what? He died there, but he just blocked the flashbang. 180. Like, that's just respect.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna see some skill play out of Kronos
Speaking
here.
of respect, we got Respect Lemon over here, killing 2. 3.
Oh, bombs to get that
Bombing to
rematch.
get the remag.
Kibo Bear also popping up. Looks like UH really pulled it together after last round.
Wimbology has a pulse bomb. Can we make it 3 for 3?
Hopefully not. UH has got, a lot to work with already. We have the mines coming in as well as the tracer bomb, high noon soon to follow, and a transcendence. With not much else to answer on the side of C9.
Nico
There
knows
goes
the
that
pulse bomb
mine.
is coming. Will they eat it? Oh, the pulse bomb
There's that
misses, but it does not hit
Does not
Wimbology.
kill him. That's a step forward from what we've been experiencing.
To
Nice
Wimbology.
inroad.
I'm sorry, I love you. You're a tracer? Great. Actually.
Oh, we've been
Insane.
fawning over him all this match. It's okay. a little bit of trash talk won't hurt.
Habutai onto the tracer, ready to take the 1v1.
Perhaps show that his pulse
And
bombs
Kronos
are
back onto the
self-destructive.
Winston.
Kronos, I guess they must be quite comfortable on that comp at this moment, and I would be too if I were them. Kronos.
Oh my, that's a lot of ults.
Dive. Wow, lots of ults coming out. Abstract and Jinro both getting picks on the enemy team. Gusty gets a
Gusty.
double boop. That's the danger of playing near that edge over there. And Kinako cleans up. That
Gusty
looks like
uses
a fight win
beat.
for C9.
He used beat, then booped 2 and is halfway to the next one. That is what you like to see.
Wow. That was absolutely nasty from Gusty.
Team was trying to fall back and regroup, but it didn't go so well.
There's the early bomb.
Shimada gets Abstract.
Oh, Kronos trades right back. Both casters down. Wow,
Oh.
both healers down for C9. Potentially winning material here.
Yeah, I think UH has it. Although
Wow,
Habitat has
Habitat's
other
trying his
ideas.
best to actually pull this out.
Wimbology!
Wimbology.
Yes!
Gets a kill with his pulse bomb. Oh, I'm so proud of Wimbology here. Oh yeah, unfortunately Gusty wasn't able to keep that contest. It felt like he was on the point there, but that's not great for C9.
Not at all. 80%, and all they have to work with here is a pulse bomb. Sorry, no.
Diva bomb. And
Yeah.
on the side of C9, they have a pulse bomb. Looks like they're going to get Lucio beat pretty soon, though. And I'm excited for those implications. It looks like they may be able to continue the map. They're rotating really nicely around the map, staying close together. There's that bomb we were talking about. Abstract actually gets the kill on Respect. Wimbology on Kronos. Kibo the bear is down. That's a lot of damage down. Habitai gets an excellent full spawn as well.
C9, Habitai is doing work. And I think the kills are coming in, and that will be that. Point will flip.
There we go.
Chrono's coming back to his team.
Yeah, hopefully we can get C9 to pull this one out. That 99 to 99 classic.
Yes. He went overtime for the win. Oh, Doi gets the kill on the Habitai.
That's a very quick
Chronos,
pick.
though,
Chronos
decides to...
backline.
Oh, and that's a lot of damage there. They're going to be forced back instantly.
That is, I really appreciate that. And you kind of have to consider, though, did they use too many ults? Do they have the ults that they need to continue this hold?
They have the EMP. That's really all you need. However, they do lose the D.Va mech. That could be a problem.
Well, I'm impressed that we have UH here still trying to push this fight. Looks like it's still winnable, though.
Oh, the D.Va mech
Kaneko
is
gets
back
back in the mech.
online. And everybody's back. It's back to a 6-on-6 fight here. Rally comes out. And there's the EMP.
Wow, what a good EMP against 2. Are they going to be able to get anything off of it, though? Unfortunately not.
Oh, Kineko finds
Kaneko
2!
gets excellent.
3!
Wow, you love to see those D.Va bombs get lots of kills.
And that's actually,
just clean
may have lost UH the game. That's that, game, set, match.
That would be that, despite Kaneko disconnecting last
They
map.
come back.
That's it, came back strong as well.
GG's. I mean, a map 5-3-2, you can't ask for anything better than that. We saw all big plays all around.
Really can. And here's that gusty play once more, the beat into booping 2 players off.
Wait. Oh, okay, it wasn't
Here it
that one.
is.
Oh,
Oh my goodness, that's painful.
craziness. How did the Zen not get booped off there?
I'm not even sure.
I mean, yeah, that was pretty good.
Play of the match. It kind of
Have you
has to
done
go to
Chronos?
Chronos, right? Chronos or Habitai?
I think Chronos.
I think Chronos was really the star, yeah.
Chronos and Jinro, the dynamic duo. Chronos. Okay, yeah, you do it. I did.
Yeah,
the
I got
first
you,
one.
bro.
You know me, the slow typer.
Yeah, quick, think of a question.
Chronos, what do you think about your tracking?
Hello.
Hello.
Chronos. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, you played an excellent series. You were so fun to watch throughout all of the compositions that were being played. How do you feel coming off from that win?
It was actually really intense. Not gonna lie, my hand is still shaking right now.
Yeah, that was in fact like quite a close series all around. It was 2-2, and unfortunately Kaneko had that disconnect. That must have been disheartening.
Not really. I believe in my team. Like it was just like give them a free map. Kind of,
Wow, I
So,
love that confidence.
Confidence, yeah.
It's just some little toxicity is gonna spice up the stream. So I got you guys. I got you guys.
Man.
On the earlier maps, it wasn't quite going so well, but once you found your footing on that monkey, you really led your team to victory there. How do you feel about your monkey play?
It was great, but like the only reason I was feeling really badly because I would just always like we had some internal issues with our comms, and then that like it didn't allow me to go as aggressive I wanted to. So like we changed that like the second to third map, and then that's why we are like get on my comfort, and then we play fast tempo and just take aggressive space, and then we like did well. So
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you said you had issues with your comms, but I honestly wouldn't have noticed, especially with you and Jinro. You guys just popped off. You'd go in, the nano would come out, or just farming that nano on your end. It was really, really clean.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
What was your mindset running the double shield? if you don't mind me asking.
Double shield
On
oh,
Route 66.
no, it wasn't double shield. It was
Or sorry, you were
Orisa
the
Diva, yeah.
Orisa Diva.
Yeah. So on defense, we kind of like the mindset was just we know they're gonna run ball because they've been running ball for like almost like all the maps, and we're just
Mhm.
like, why not we try to like tank their dive and then we pull back. But it didn't kind of work out because we should have like initiate first. So that was like like a bad call. But like in the end, it was worth it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it worked pretty well. On the first point, at very minimum, it worked really well. So yeah, good
Did.
playing and great job. Congrats on the win.
Yeah, thank you. So I can just head out, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for the interview.
Yeah, thank you.
The interrogation.
Yeah. Dude, I know how awkward it must be, or it is, because I've been in for a double interview. That was, whew, that was tough. Okay, well,
Wow.
what a great series to end off the night.
True. I dare say it was the, if not one of the, that was backwards, but you get the point, closest games that we've had so far. So yeah, GG's
sure.
to all the teams that played tonight. Very fun. And we got my map 5.
Finally. Okay.
Well,
How do we end the stream?
GG's
Do we say
and,
goodbye, gamers?
good night.